Peace and blessings, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom Show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. As y'all know, it is Sunday noon Eastern Time where we go live right here on the GOAT James Kingdom platform to talk about the greatest players to play the game and the NBA as a whole. So thank you for joining us on another great Sunday afternoon. As you guys know, LeBron James has completely set the record straight. 40,000 points put up by GOAT James. So today's podcast and today's show will be about LeBron James going over 40,000 and how incredible it is to score 40,000 points in today's NBA, because we know LeBron James has the most haters because he does the most greatest things, and that's how we do it. So thank you for everybody who's already here joining us. You can also catch us on Facebook. You can catch us on TikTok. We're also on Instagram, Twitter, and also Discord. As you guys know, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Also, check out the membership for becoming a member of the GOAT James Kingdom platform. So shout out to everybody. As usual, we got not T Perfect. We got Slick T up in the house. What up, Travis?
What's up, guys?
Slick T is in the house. So shout out to everybody. What up, Brandon? You good, brother? What's up, man?
I'm
Everything.
good. Just
Brandon,
just making
Brandon,
everything set
Brandon,
up.
Brandon is cooking. He got his apron on. He got his chef hat. He in the background cooking. So let's give some shout out to the folks that are in the comments. We see Twain Gant up in here. Shout out to Ishmael. What up, Ace 30? Peace, appreciate y'all. Thank you for joining us. We see y'all here. Okay, Chris, you changed your name again, Chris. All right, you guys are all over the place. We see y'all. What up, .com? Everybody's here, man. Listen, y'all. 40,000 points. Put your tears in the comments, because that's where y'all gonna belong today. Because y'all already know how I am. This is 40,000 points. When I was saying 20 years, I'm trying to think about 40,000 points. I don't even know how many Americans make $40,000 a year, let alone 40,000 points.
Mm.
Right? You know what I'm saying? These people don't understand. They say it's longevity. We already proved Vince Carter played 22 NBA seasons. He has what, 25,000 points? He's considered one of the most talented players we've ever seen in NBA history. Now, production-wise, people say he's a failure. But either way, he has an illustrious NBA career. He's more than likely going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer. And he has a slam dunk contest championship.
That means a lot. That means a lot. You
Right?
got to put that in there. That means more than
That means
everything.
that means more than his 25,000.
I think some people put that above his 25,000 points.
What?
That's what
Probably.
I'm saying. So that's what I'm saying. So today's episode, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna discuss it again. Like I said, put your tears in the comments. We're gonna discuss 40,000 points scored, how difficult that is, how great that is, how much that proves what we say so much about LeBron James and his game and his ability to play the game of basketball. I mean, the guy was still balling. Even last night, they took the L. They can't find a way to beat Jamal Murray and Joker. It's they got the Lakers number. As of right now, Darvin Ham has not figured out a way. I don't know. Listen, Brandon, let's start here. Everybody was yelling at us about LeBron James playing 1 through 5 and saying LeBron can't shut down any elite center, right? They claim Anthony Davis is one of the elite big men in the game. Why the fuck is not Anthony Davis sticking Joker during these games?
I think, well, the whole point is for him to roll and disrupt the rest of the offense. That's the whole point. Just like he did versus Golden State, he roamed and disrupt their whole offense. And if you put Anthony Davis on Jokic, I guess they think that it will take away what he does the best on defensive, which is
Rim
disrupt the whole
protect.
offense. But it's Jamal Murray in the fourth quarter. They can't stop him. They cannot stop Jamal Murray. Just like the sixth straight game, they cannot stop Jamal Murray in the fourth quarter. I mean, they try to put length on him, quick guy. They just could not stop this dude. Jokic
They
is killed, of course, he always killed, but Murray is just unstoppable in the fourth.
I don't get it, because like I said, this is what people always say: LeBron can't guard no big man, but supposed to be the one of the best. To me, I think he's the best big man defensively in the league, Anthony Davis, and they
Yes.
don't and they don't put him on Joker, and they don't even and another thing is they don't even attack Joker or Jamal Murray on the other side. So like you said, I understand what you're saying, because when when they put him to protect or disrupt the offense, but they still getting the alley hoops to Aaron Gordon. They're still in, I mean,
Hmm.
Michael Porter. I mean, what's it
Yeah,
called?
it's not
What's the
helping.
yeah?
It's not helping.
He 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 was 10 of 10. This man didn't miss a shot last night. Like that was
You
crazy.
know, it's something about when the Nuggets play the Lakers that one player is just unstoppable, and that was Porter yesterday. He didn't miss a shot, right? I don't think he missed a shot. He did
He was
everything.
in.
It's
Yeah,
something with the Lakers
he
that
was
they
ten
play
of
their
ten.
best game of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Something with the Lakers that they play their best game of the season all the time. It's just something about the Lakers. And
Mm-hmm.
like the Lakers are not playing bad versus them. That's the thing. They're not playing bad versus the Nuggets. It's just they're knocking down shots covered, like all the way covered.
Yeah, they're not playing
Three
48
hands in the
minutes.
face.
Yeah, and they started out the game good, which most games Lakers.
Yeah.
They do not attack Joker on defense, and they definitely don't attack Jamal Murray on defense. You know what I'm saying? As far as them, playing defense, they let those guys roam on defense and take their breaks, while Aaron Gordon and the other guys are taking care of Anthony Davis and LeBron. So the Lakers got a lot to do because they're the 10th seed right now. But that don't matter because it didn't. They were saying, "Oh, LeBron James lost last night. He wasn't going to score 40,000 points in one game. He scored 40,000 points in 20 NBA seasons, 21 NBA seasons." So he was supposed to what? Not win last night or what? Not score to 40,000 to win? Like I don't get it. Either way, 40K is here, y'all. The countdown is over. That's another great accomplishment. I don't know what else to tell y'all. He got 20 All Star selections this year. He has the 40K this year. He's about to get 20 All NBA selections this year. LeBron is setting all types of records. He is changing the standard of what we understand what greatness is, and that's why we call him GOAT James. So again, y'all, it's about the 40K show. Brandon, let him have it, bro, because
All right. So, well, I do have a question for y'all. Who do y'all think is going to be the next person to score or get close to 40,000 points? Is there someone in mind that you guys think is going to do it?
go ahead, Travis.
I mean, honestly no. I mean, the guy who I would say maybe has the most chance. It's all about just again durability. I mean, Durant has a shot, but I think he's
Durant
been.
is what, 36 with 28,000 points?
Yeah, I mean, but like, who else would you say? I mean, it's not going to be. I'm just trying to think of like the recent crop. I mean, we don't know like how hard Luke is going to hold up like going forward here. Like, what's the essence of his game? Is he going to keep himself in shape?
I only think he played 70 games once in his career, so it's going to
Mhm.
be kind of hard
Yeah,
for him.
it's not gonna
Yeah,
be Luca, and it's
it's not
definitely
going
not
to
gonna
be.
be Joker. It's
I
not gonna
mean,
be none of those
I
two.
don't think it's going to be anyone because you have to have a combination of obviously consistency, but you have to avoid injury and you have to be again like average to obviously above average efficient, with efficiency and like I think that's a rare combination that we're really not going to see again. I think Kobe would have had probably 38,000 if he hadn't been injured. I don't think he would have eclipsed 40, but he would have been close. But it's just tough. Again, I think someone, I mean, these players maybe have a shot, but I don't think we'll see because LeBron's not done either. Like he might play another couple seasons depending, but with this, I think it's a record that'll remain until like you see some like other wild rule changes like 10, 20 years down the line. Who knows? But it's be tough.
I don't know
Yeah,
what rule change could have him score
Yeah, I
more
mean,
points. Yeah, it's already
a 4 point
enough.
shot, something like that.
Yeah, go ahead, John.
yeah. Whoever it is, they're in like sixth, seventh, eighth grade right now. Um, I don't, I don't think it's someone in the NBA right now because I think the only one who's on the path and, is Luca, but he's not going to play the amount of time.
Well,
Um,
I did the numbers at 25. Luca has 10,000 points, and LeBron had 13,000 points at the age of 25. So that's a huge gap.
it is,
So
but I
Luca
mean,
is going to have to play 26 years to
yeah,
get
that's what I'm saying.
40,000
I
points
mean, I mean,
at a high level. Yeah.
on a very high level.
Yeah, I
You know,
don't think I
Steph
don't
is
think
30.
I don't
Yeah,
think
Steph is 36 with 24. So somebody asked that.
yeah, Steph don't even got 25,000, and we already know Steph can't play
No,
that many games. Anyways, he's not gonna do that. Again, the only person that's capable of doing it right now that's in the league is Wimby, and that's because Wimby's a rookie and he's seen what
That's because
LeBron
we
is
don't
doing,
know.
so he may have the Yeah, and that's because we don't know. But I'm just saying he
We
has
have
the
no idea.
right now. He's averaging 19 or 20 points per game, being limited. You know what I'm saying? A lot. I think once I believe next year they're probably just gonna open the cage and let him out. If they start doing that, he can do what LeBron did and start averaging 25 to 30 points per game early in
Do you
his
think he
career.
playing for the wrong organization
Yeah, he
to
playing
do
for
it?
the wrong coach to do that
That's what I'm
to
saying.
be
I
playing
think he
like that.
playing
Yeah,
for the
that's the
wrong
wrong
Well,
thing.
coach.
no, because you know what? Today's NBA is not that hard, right? Because this guy hit 10 shots yesterday to get 26 points. He can do the same. Wimby is that Wimby is the next thing. Wimby has all the skills you need to dominate. He can do it in the post. He can do it on the
It's
perimeter.
I
not the
mean, there's
skills
there's a
that
lot of players who has the skills to do it. Like
No,
that's
no,
not
no.
the
I'm just
skills not
saying.
a thing.
No, Wimby's special. That's what I'm saying. And like
Yeah,
John said,
he's
the
really
kids.
good.
Yeah, the kid is not in the NBA right now. The guy who's going to do this, remember, you have to play 20 years at an elite level. LeBron James is about to go to 20 straight NBA seasons, averaging 25 points per game. You guys don't know how hard that is. I think there's only like 15 or 16 guys that average 25 for their career.
yeah, because LeBron this will be his what 20th straight year.
Yes, if he gets to 25 points per game. Right now, he's
Yeah,
at it.
I mean that's crazy alone.
And that's 70
Somebody
games
said,
per season.
I think Blue Bowl said Giannis, but Giannis, like his first 3 or 4 years, he wasn't really doing much.
He got a lot of
So
catching up to
yeah,
do.
he got too
Yeah,
much
yeah,
catching up.
yeah. Giannis has been in the league a while already. Like I said, unless, like KD said, that these guys decide that they're going to play into their 40s.
I mean, but you talking about mid to late 40s, especially for
I
the
I'm
ones who
mean,
got some catching
I'm
up to
just
do.
saying, KD right now, right? KD is how old is KD? KD played 15
he's
years.
like
Is he
35,
34?
36, something like that.
He's 35 years old. He's 35 years old. So let's just say he plays another 6 years. Then
That's tough.
he would still have to accumulate at 6 years. He would still have to accumulate 2,000 points per season for the
And
next
when,
six
when the last
years.
time he scored 2,000 points in the season though?
The last time he scored 2,000 points in a season was
It's like
2019.
2018, right? 19, yeah.
2019.
It's been over 5 years. Like,
And you got to think, you just talking about reaching 40,000 points. LeBron
yeah,
ain't
LeBron's
stopped
gonna keep.
playing, so
Yeah, no,
He's
yeah.
gonna keep
No,
going.
no,
He
we're
has at
talking
least 2
about
more
no.
years.
Nobody's gonna catch LeBron, but we're talking about who can reach 40,000. We already know nobody's catching LeBron, bro. Then forget about it. We're not gonna see that in our lifetime. That's not happening, bro. We're just
Yeah.
asking who can get 40K. We know Mike can't.
Mike can retire and get it.
I mean, he barely touched 30,000, so we talking about 40.
No, he's gonna be inspired because Pippen's calling him the GOAT again, so it's fine. It's that time of year.
Pippen backtracking Pippen.
No,
Yay.
give it a chance. There's no Bulls tour. No Bull tour. Ain't
Yeah,
over yet.
that wasn't actually at the Bulls tour. That was him talking at I guess like like a Good Morning America type thing.
Okay.
So again, he never really hates on Jordan. They just get mad that he likes LeBron. That's all. So it don't matter. It don't matter though. It don't matter. 40,000. Matter of fact, I think if you nah, you can't do that. Let me leave y'all alone because I was about to go in about numbers. Y'all know how I get with the numbers.
It's a great accomplishment. I mean, it's
I'm just happy LeBron James got two people who's active in the top 10 scoring list. Because at one point he was the only active player in the top 10 list before Carmelo
Well,
and KD entered it.
Melo's not active no more. He retired. So
Who?
it's just KD.
Yeah,
Melo.
yeah. It's just
Oh, yeah,
KD.
KD.
Yes.
Yeah, and KD's gonna reach 30,000 for sure.
Yeah.
And more than likely he's gonna pass MJ at 32,000.
Yeah,
So
he'll pass MJ. Yeah.
he has a good
He
shot.
probably
I'd
will.
say he has a good shot to end up I would say number 4 probably. I don't think he'll catch Malone, but I mean, he keeps it up probably 4.
Catch Kobe.
Yeah, catch
I mean, yeah, it just depends on his body. His body breaks down a lot too.
yeah,
Yeah,
style
man.
of plays and stuff.
Yeah, he'll definitely hit the top 5. Kobe he has a chance, but it depends on his body.
Yeah, because he's like what over 6,000 away from Kobe. That's a lot of points,
Yeah, it is.
especially when he only
Yeah.
averaged like 1,500 a year.
he's Michael
So-
Jordan playoff point. He's Michael Jordan playoff points away from Kobe.
Yeah.
All right. So
Or five
what do you
thousand.
guys think is the next record LeBron is going to break? I know he got so many of them. What is the next record you think he's going to break?
I was looking it up. Is he going to be number 3 all time in assists?
I don't think he's going to catch Chris Paul.
No, because I think Chris Paul gonna catch who number 2
Jason Kidd.
Jason
Jason Kidd.
Kidd.
I don't think LeBron is going to get over 12,000 assists.
Yeah, that's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's a lot.
Yeah. That's
I
was
mean,
he?
And
what other
he's
what's
almost at 11,000, so that's like 2.5 years, maybe.
the only record I could see him winning, which is the most important one to everybody who hate on him, is him winning another Finals MVP and another championship with LA. So he'll have two Finals MVPs on
Right.
two different teams.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
Ooh, that's tough.
He's gonna
I
have
don't know
20
if
All
there's
NBA.
anything else for him to do. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else for him to do.
Oh,
It is.
20,
I mean,
20, 23 seasons.
that matches who?
Nobody.
Vince got the most at 22.
Yeah, I thought Vince said 23, so it's 22. Okay.
And how fitting would be for him to cap off his NBA career with 23 NBA seasons?
Mhm.
Yeah, that would be.
That's what he
Yeah.
does best, man. He's the GOAT. I mean, I don't know, Brandon. You already gave us a whole Encyclopedia Britannica worth of records for LeBron that he has. I mean, it's nonstop. When we go by age or seasons, I mean, his name is all over the record books. It's LeBron James, LeBron James, LeBron James.
Yeah,
I
I don't
can't.
know if there's
It's
anything
not even
else.
longevity to me because of
I
his
can't.
scoring average.
Yeah. I can't believe that Magic Johnson is still number one in playoffs all time assists.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna,
crazy.
yeah, it's gonna be hard to pass him too. He
I
has a
know LeBron
500.
could
Yeah,
catch him.
LeBron
I
number
guess
2.
that's something that he could catch, but still, I don't think that would be a huge thing to do. I don't think that would be big.
I mean, the playoff scoring record is, I think, is almost harder than the regular season scoring record.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's not really much more LeBron can do. He has set himself so far ahead of everybody. It's just
The gap
the
is just getting
if
bigger.
anything, like if he's an all-time leader in assists in the postseason, like that's like, yeah, okay. Like once he got this 40,000 points, I think that's just
I mean, just think of somebody with the most points and the fourth most assists.
I mean, yeah, it's just
And,
crazy.
and, and I want people to understand this. He actually broke the record a week ago. You don't want to count them in season tournament, some of them that one game for in season
Yeah,
tournament
and season
numbers.
tournament, yeah.
Yeah, so he actually broke the record last week.
Mm.
Well, it don't count. It don't
Yeah, it
count.
don't
The
count.
NBA,
Just like the play-in games don't count for the playoffs, so it just don't count.
you got to start.
Yo,
Some of these numbers got to go somewhere.
all right,
Uh,
hey Ryan, can you hear me? Can you hear us,
Yeah,
Ryan?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
All right, so yeah, so we have Ryan here. He's one of the guys who believe Jordan is a GOAT. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Or have you changed your mind the last couple of
No,
days?
I haven't
It's
changed.
still
Well, I
Jordan.
mean, respect. First of all, respect to you guys. You got a good show. Um, and no, respect to LeBron. He scored 40. You know, he's great. He's one of the greatest of all time. Possibly, you know, he could be the greatest to some people. I see the argument, but to me, he's number two. You know, he's number two. Number two, when we go back to the old thing, I know a lot of people say it, and I got to agree, is the defense. You know, it's the defense. It's always the defense. You know, he's never been defensive player of the year. He's never led the league in steals. Um, I know you guys are like, oh man, this shit again, but it's the truth. It's the truth. He doesn't have the all NBA teams.
Mhm.
You know,
All right, so okay, Ryan. So I know you said you want to come on here and you want to tell us why Jordan is a GOAT. Is that still something you want to do?
Yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do.
All
Yeah.
right, all right, all right. So we have our format when someone challenges us to who is the GOAT. So we give each person 5 minutes. We give them 1 minute at a time. So you
Okay.
get 1 minute to explain your case 5 different times. And Johnny, are you still keeping time for this one?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep time. This is about to be fun. Let me put you
Wait,
on the timer.
Ryan, before you do this, man,
Yeah.
please, like this has been done before. Like, just don't lob softballs to these guys because they're gonna take you deep. Like,
Yeah.
just come with something intelligent. I'm begging you.
So you telling me that?
Hold on, Ryan. We just saying that no one has came on and explained to us why Michael Jordan is
Yeah,
the GOAT.
I do my best, dude, but like they have people on who just are garbage. Hopefully, you're not one of them. Like when you're talking specifically about this, like I'm anxious to see what you got.
All right. Well, so
And
like
we,
I
and we
said,
all we want. Hey, hold on for 1 second until Johnny get his time and everything ready. But we want to know why Michael Jordan is the GOAT, because there's a lot of people that says LeBron's not the GOAT and Michael Jordan is the GOAT. So we want to know why Michael Jordan is the GOAT of basketball.
so
I'm
can I
ready.
Everybody,
start?
Johnny, are
I'm
you ready?
ready to
All right,
time him
he's ready.
whenever he's ready. So whenever you start, you have. Did you explain it to him?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I
What
got
Yeah,
it.
he
I
get
got it.
one
Okay,
one
you
minute
got.
intervals 5 times.
All right. So once you start, your minute begins, sir.
All right. So we got the defensive player of the year. By the way, he's the scoring champion and the defensive player in the same season. He's got more steals all time. 'Cause I know you guys like to rock the all time stats more than the average stats, even though I think the average stats are mean more because he didn't play 6 extra seasons. Which he gets respect for, and that does mean a lot. He never had played defensive player of the year. He doesn't have the all defensive selections. Um, what else we got? It's interesting that this is kind of on the same tip, but he doesn't have the same defensive rebounds, but he has more offensive rebounds on terms of averages, and he only has about 30 less offensive rebounds than LeBron does all time. So to me, he's more of a hard nosed player. He works harder. He plays harder. He may not shoot the three, but because no one shot the three back then. No one shot the three in the 90s. 3 points a new thing. Scoring like 35 3 points, 35 3 pointers a game or whatever it is. But you can tell me why you think LeBron is better than
That's it.
Jordan.
That's your first minute. That's your
That's
first
that's
minute.
first. That's your first minute. All right. So I don't. You didn't do a good job at all. So what did you say that made Michael Jordan the greatest player of all time? What one point did you see that make Michael Jordan the greatest player of all
Well,
time?
I was going to get well, or maybe I'm going about this wrong, but I'm saying better than LeBron. So maybe
Okay,
you,
but okay. Well, yeah. We understand you think LeBron is not better than Jordan, but we want to know why you think Michael Jordan is greater than everybody in the history of the game. But what point did you state that Michael Jordan is the greatest of all time?
well, I think what you guys have done is you guys have established that LeBron James is what you think the greatest player of all time, right? So what I'm doing is I'm just putting the Michael better than LeBron, right? What
Okay,
makes
so you're
Michael
saying that Michael Jordan is not the greatest player of all time? Is that
no,
what you're saying?
no, that's not what I'm saying. I'm
No,
saying
okay,
Michael.
okay. All right. That's not what you're saying. So let's just go to round two, and round one, that's a F minus. So round two, let's see you say
Why
why
is that?
Michael
Hold on,
Jordan is
hold on. Why is
greatest.
that an F minus?
You didn't explain one reason why Michael Jordan is a GOAT.
I did. He's a better defensive player than he's one of the greatest defensive players of all time, and he's a better defensive player than LeBron James. So fine, if he's not the GOAT, he's still better than LeBron.
So you're not sure if he the GOAT anymore?
No, I
Already?
still know he's a GOAT. You don't have to switch everything back on me. We're doing LeBron versus Jordan, right? I get.
No,
It's the
no, no,
GOAT
no, no, no,
conversation.
no, no, no. We ask you to prove why Michael Jordan is the greatest player of all time, not why he's better than just LeBron James.
All right, well,
your round two will start now. Again, you got 5 minutes. You had 1 minute. You got another try. You got
all
your
right.
second minute coming up whenever you start.
All right. Well, if you want to go, what really makes him better than anyone else is his dominant scoring. He has 10 scoring championships in a row, in a much harder defended series, defended period than anyone else, than anyone in the modern era of basketball. And if you could find a more dominant scorer in the modern era of basketball, I'd like to see it. I like to see it. But you can't. There's no one, and it doesn't have the same. He doesn't have the assist. This I agree. I will give you. He doesn't, but he does not. No one dominated the game like Michael Jordan did in terms of scoring and offense, and he did it without the 3-point shot. The 3-point shot wasn't that big at that time. No, it was about. Hold on. What's the stat line? I think. What is it? Do you guys have it? 3-point attempts are 35, right? 35 this year. At 30, average of 35. It was the average of what? Seven in 1991-92. 7 3-pointers. So he's scoring all those dominant points. He's scoring all those points without the 3-point shot.
Copy. All right, that's your second minute. Go ahead, Brandon.
Okay, all right. So you're saying Michael Jordan is the greatest scorer of all time because he dominated his era. He didn't average more points than Wilt in a season.
I said the modern era.
Jordan. Yeah. Okay, Jordan has two. We talking about all time. Jordan has, I think, 2 of the top 10 scoring seasons of all time. Wilt has more. LeBron James, the all-time leading scorer in NBA history in the regular season, the postseason, career, All-Star game, whatever you want to name it. LeBron James, number one. If we're just talking about season by season, that's Wilt Chamberlain. So your point that Michael Jordan being the most dominant scorer of all time is just
I'm
not
talking
true.
modern era basketball.
There's no numbers to back that up. There's zero numbers to back that up. So
Ryan, go ahead. I'm sorry, Ryan. The modern era would be
3-point era.
No, it would be today. The 1900s, the 90s is no longer modern. It's
the modern era. If you talk to people about the modern era, it's after the 3-point shot.
No, listen again. Modern, you can't go 30 years and say
this
it's
is
modern.
semantics. See, we're
no. Ryan, you can't go back. Listen, can you be in 1993 and call the 60s modern?
No, you can't, because the modern is the definition of the
go.
game is the same.
Okay, so we can't be in 2024 and say 1993 is modern. The 1900s is old. It's no longer modern. Modern basketball, like I said, 3-point shot is the last 15 years. That's modern. You are talking old. The 90s are old. So when you're right, all time scoring, you was right. That's why we include the 90s. But like Brandon said, as far as per season goes, it's Wilt Chamberlain, and for career-wise, it's LeBron James. So that was round 2.
Let's go round 3.
You know what's funny about you guys? You can't. If it's not that Jordan's better than LeBron, it's Jordan has to be better than Wilt, right? You can't let it be
Jordan has to be the best, the greatest of all time.
We said all the time.
But see, you're not like when I talk to you about Jordan, you're saying Wilt. He's got to pass Will. LeBron hasn't passed
said something that was not true, and I corrected you. Jordan is not the most dominant scorer per season. That's Wilt Chamberlain. He averaged 50 points a game and 40 points per game. That's Wilt Chamberlain.
In terms of scoring champions,
that's true.
No one has as many scoring champions.
Okay, he has the most scoring titles. Okay, so that's one thing. Oh,
he said 10 straight scoring titles, but I don't remember Jordan playing 10 straight years. I'm just asking.
But yeah, we understand he has the most scoring titles. Okay, you could have left it at that, other than saying he's the best scorer of all. He has the most scoring titles in his era. So let's go to round 3.
Yeah, whenever you're ready, round 3. Yeah, of course. You got 5 minutes. You got 3 more minutes.
This is what I was saying before. You guys, you won't let it be Jordan versus LeBron. You have to make it Jordan versus Wilt and then LeBron. But I'll go to averages. We're gonna go to averages.
Okay. Go ahead.
Where to go? Hold on. I got my fucking. I don't have this shit memorized. I had to write that shit down. He averages.
You've been prepared.
Oh wait, you should have came prepared, Ryan. You talk a lot of crap. From my understanding, you talk a lot of crap on Facebook. You should have came prepared. Like I tell y'all, you safe in the comments. Then I don't go James Kingdom.
That's a different story when you come up here live. It's a different story.
I hear you. All right.
Well, hold on, wait. Before you go, get your numbers straight. I got to make sure. Shout out to everybody in the comments. Mr. Willie, I've been calling you out. Come out and play, Mr. Willie. The country boy is looking for you. Anyways, okay. So whenever you're ready, Ryan, you got your numbers ready?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna say. I was going to change my argument real quick. But yeah, he's got...
you need to. Go ahead.
He's got... Michael Jordan has averaged more in his career than LeBron has ever averaged. Like he's never Michael Jordan averaged 37 points per game, right? That's top 5. LeBron has never averaged more than what, top 30? He's never averaged in top 30, has he? He's behind Will. He's behind at number 5, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then where the fuck else is? I'm fucking this shit up. Dropping it on
That don't make him a GOAT if he's number 5. That don't make him the greatest. But go ahead.
The problem is LeBron played the longest. What I set up to do today was argue Jordan's better than LeBron, not Jordan's better than Wilt. Wilt didn't play
not
with
Jordan's the greatest of all time. You cannot say why Jordan's the greatest of all time. Just say that. You cannot say why he's great of all time.
He's
but
the
you can
most
explain
dominant
why he's better than Jordan.
He's the most dominant scorer of all time. He didn't get a chance to score as many points. He didn't get a chance to score as much. He didn't play as long as LeBron. He didn't play as long as LeBron.
Ryan, what is Wilt Chamberlain's career average points per game?
His career average points per game is hold on, it's best in a season.
I said career.
Okay. No, career
points per game average for Wilt Chamberlain. What is
30.07? LeBron has the most. Michael has the highest average points.
30.07 does not exist. The NBA does not record it by the 100th decimal. Again,
so it's 30 points, right? Then it's 30 points even.
30.1.
30.1.
30.1. Fine. 30.1. So where does that leave? Where does it? Oh, I see what you. All right, I see where you're going. No. You see, you don't want to.
We have material for days off this.
No, I'm laughing because you. No, you guys did a good job. You got to work with the fine print right there. You got to work with the fine print. That's fine. It's still higher than LeBron.
That's not okay. Oh no, no one ever said 27.2 points per game is more than 30.1 points per game. We've never stated that. You stated that because we have LeBron as the GOAT, all you have to prove is Jordan is better than LeBron, but you're not using what we're using to make LeBron the GOAT to make Jordan better than LeBron.
See, but you're using a skewed scale. You're using something that you're using all times, right? All times. Speaking of which, though, just as a note, Jordan has more steals all times than LeBron.
Correct. And we've never said Jordan had less. Even with that equated, we equated Michael Jordan having more points per game in both regular season and the playoffs, having more steals per game in the regular season and the playoff, having more steals in the regular season, having more scoring titles, more MVPs, more defensive player of the years, more all defensive selections. We equated all of that. And with that, still, LeBron James beats Jordan because LeBron has other things that Jordan just doesn't have.
Because he didn't play as long. That's why it's cute. He just didn't play as long.
It doesn't matter.
Retired when he was 40. He retired when he was 40. He could have played long if he wanted.
Okay,
Brandon, it's his fault.
All right, let's do this, Ryan, because again, you came on here because Brandon gave you an opportunity. You still have 2 more minutes. Would you like those 2 more minutes, or would you like Brandon and I to continue to show you what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom?
No, I mean, I would like 2 more minutes because you know what?
2 more minutes, okay. Go ahead, give him 2 more minutes because okay,
Wilt Chamberlain didn't stop the best player in the league, right? Wilt Chamberlain wasn't able to stop Bill Russell in the finals, right? If you want to do the whole thing, I say modern era basketball is a 3-point shot, and most historians would agree with me. If you want to, if I find I'll find some people, some basketball historians that probably will agree with me that the modern era of basketball is a 3-point era.
Mm-hmm. So you saying Jordan is the greatest?
Oh, no, let him speak. He still has his minute. So, don't stop him.
What LeBron wasn't able, he couldn't stop Kawhi. He couldn't stop Kevin twice. He couldn't stop, who else was it? I forgot. He screwed up in the finals, and he could not D-up those people. And Wilt Chamberlain couldn't D-up. He couldn't D-up fucking Bill Russell. Excuse me for cursing. I don't know if that's bad.
It's okay. Yeah, this is GOAT James Kingdom. You're welcome. Continue.
He couldn't D-up Bill Russell. So I mean, there are different parts, and there are different parts of the NBA and different periods of the NBA. And at the end of the day, if you're going to make this time the modern era, and you're not going to choose the 90s era, you're making it too exclusive just to formulate your argument LeBron is the best. You're not letting 90s stats come in. You're making me choose take my stats from the 90s against Wilt and not against LeBron's, right?
Okay.
You're
That's
curtailing.
it. All right. That was for me. That was meant.
Okay.
That was number meant. Hold on. John, whatever who's ever notifying you, can you please mute that, brother?
All right. So you're saying that LeBron James couldn't D up his final
Well, I'm
competition.
saying he
So
he
he couldn't D him up basically. That's what you're saying. So who did Michael Jordan guard in the 1991 finals?
91 was what, Magic? He shut down Magic.
Oh, okay.
Whoa. He
I don't
didn't
know
do
how he
that,
shut him down. Okay.
but he did guard
Who
Magic.
did he guard in the 1992 finals?
Clyde Drexler.
No, he did.
Okay. Who did he guard in the
He did.
1993 finals?
I don't remember everyone, but I remember Dan
Okay.
Marley.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Who did he guard in the 96 finals?
I can't remember if he did Gary Payton at certain times. He switched up. I didn't remember watching the
Okay.
series. They're 30 years ago. So,
You-
Jordan would switch up like LeBron switches
okay.
up.
Whoa. You
Okay,
said it was
all
modern
right.
era. It was
All
modern.
right. It was so long
30,
ago.
you just made 30 years ago seem like it was a long
I
time
can't
ago.
remember watching the series.
No,
30 years.
you're talking about LeBron James
I just
guarding
can't
like
remember watching. That's all I'm
Kawhi,
saying.
guarding like Kevin Durant, and I'm
Paul
trying to
Pierce.
figure out what players was Michael Jordan guarding like that. In '97, do you remember who he was guarding in the finals?
What? John Stockton and Jeff Hornacek.
He was guarding two people.
Well, no, those were the guards. I mean, he switched up, man. Come on. You don't want the guard the same players each time?
I'm
You know,
sorry,
All right. Which offensive player that he guarded that was better than Kevin Durant?
Kevin Durant. Magic Johnson would be the only one, but Magic doesn't score like him.
Magic
He's an
Johnson.
assist
Yeah,
guy.
he was an offensive player. So Magic averaged what 20 and 12 versus Jordan. So that
Who
was
did he
what
guard
Magic
that
did
averaged-
versus most people, everybody.
So it was only one
Okay.
guard who averaged 20 points that he played against. Wow.
I mean,
Well,
I think
can I
Clyde
ask you
averaged
one-
like 24 a
can
game. Okay,
That's what I'm
so-
saying, Clyde.
Yeah, 20. No, Clyde averages his regular season average. Can I ask Ryan one more question before he goes for his last minute? Can you just name me anybody within the Eastern Conference runs that Jordan had to guard? Not just in the finals, just somebody any one of those finals runs.
Let's think. I'd have to look at them. I know John Starks was to be at the Knicks. And John Starks, I know he was. If John Starks hits that shot in 93, 94, he's on a whole nother level with everyone else. But he misses, he goes 2 for 19 in game 7, and he misses the shot in game 6 in 93, 94 at the last second. If he doesn't do that, if he doesn't choke at that point, he's one of the greatest of all time. Maybe not one of the.
All right.
John Stockton's one of the greatest.
No, I'm saying
What?
John Starks. Maybe not one of the
John
greatest
Starks.
of all
This
time.
guy said John
John
Starks.
Starks.
He said
John
Starks. He said
I
John
think he's
Starks.
talking about John Stockton.
No,
He
he
can't
said
be talking
John
about John
Starks.
Starks.
Oh, wait,
He can't be talking about John Starks.
Ryan, out
He's
of
not
all
talking
these,
about John
out of
Starks.
all these players you mentioned, name me one of those players that were better than Bill Russell.
None. But they played different positions.
So you would agree that Wilt Chamberlain had tougher competition guarding somebody, which was your 4th point. So we're gonna move on to number 5. Whenever you start your 5th minute, it will start, sir.
All right, my 5th minute is really a comment on the show. Is that you guys curtail the show, what you're considering as the best, like the criteria for the GOAT, to what LeBron does best. You're not encompassing everything else that happens in Jordan's life. So if Jordan is better than LeBron at something, well, it can't be Jordan. It's got to be Bill Russell or Wilt Chamberlain. So then basically what you're saying is I got to come back and say how Wilt Chamberlain's better than LeBron, right?
Well, to answer that question, we state why LeBron's the greatest of all time. I don't understand what that supposed to mean. For instance, let me just throw something out there. LeBron's the only player that averaged 25 points per game for 20 straight seasons. He has scored more points than anybody in the regular season, scored more points than anybody in the postseason. He has the most All-NBA selections. He's never
scored 2,500 in a season.
Okay. When you say all time, are we just talking about one season? Or are we talking about career?
In all his 20 years, he's never.
It's all time, one season, or career.
I'm talking about one single season in 20 seasons. He's never scored 2,500 points.
Who scored the most?
Okay.
Wilt Chamberlain's done. Hold on. Where is it?
Okay, so we're talking about.
Okay, so you're saying that who did it the most then?
Will Chamberlain and Michael Jordan.
See, everything
I
we're
mean,
naming,
who did it the most?
LeBron did it the most.
I
You're
think
naming things that Jordan just did better than LeBron. You're not saying things Jordan did the most. That's your problem there, Ryan.
No, Jordan did scored more 2,500 point games, 2,500 point seasons than I think anyone else, except for maybe Will. Except for maybe Will.
So that means he didn't do it the most.
Hold on, I had it somewhere. Hold on, let me see.
Well, even if that, let's just say, Brandon, you done?
Because I don't know where he's going with this.
Okay, listen, Ryan. We gave you 5 minutes.
Oh, 100%.
It was a great 5 minutes. You came unprepared. One, you came unprepared to prove your point, and you came unprepared. You didn't even study the show. You said your fifth point was about the show, and you were not prepared for us here in GOAT James Kingdom. So let's just start off with your number one point. You listed off all the things Michael Jordan has over LeBron. The funny thing is that again, all the things you listed, we already agreed to. We never discredit Jordan for anything, but we also know the things that LeBron has over Jordan. So you can't dismiss those things. And that's why LeBron James is better than Michael Jordan. Not even just the GOAT. Just between those two. Because that's what you came in with. You wanted to come in with why Jordan was better than LeBron. So we're going to tell you that with all that you stated, defensive player of the year, scoring titles, all-time steals, all defensive players, offensive rebounds,
Oh, you still there?
hard nose, hard work ethic, all of this stuff. LeBron James trumps Jordan. I'm
not in hard nose and effort.
still there. You wasn't listening.
I cut out for a second. It cut out.
Wait. You got your chance. You had your chance. Listen, you can't measure hard nose and ethic. My man played 21 seasons. You can't bring no hard ethic than that. You can't have more hard nose working than that.
Well, you can do personal fouls.
No, he played 70 games per season, 71 games per season. He's been available for his team more than Jordan was available for his team.
That's not true at all, James.
That is factual, sir. We have the numbers to prove it.
Well, look at the numbers. 11 times Michael Jordan played 80 games or more. LeBron only played 80 games 3 times.
And Michael Jordan has 2 seasons where he played under 20 games. LeBron.
Yeah, well, he's injured. He was injured in.
That's a part of being available, sir. You being injured is a part of availability. The years that LeBron only played 50 games, and you guys said that he was load management, was due to injury. But you guys call it load management. Even with that, LeBron James still averaged the same amount of games Jordan did, which is 71 games per game per season. And LeBron's had 3 shortened seasons in his NBA career. Jordan never had.
You don't know how to deal with statistics. Those are outliers. Those are what you call outliers.
No. Statistics is what we do here in GOAT James Kingdom.
No, like actual statistics.
Oh, wait. Those are actual statistics. I use
outliers.
Statistics.
They're called outliers. Dude,
that's not out. Listen, okay, first of all, don't use words you don't know what they mean, because you came up here and told us what modern means. The definition of the word modern means relating to the present or recent time as opposed to the remote past. Similar words to modern is present day, contemporary, present time, present, current, 21st century. Not the 20th century. The 21st century is a synonym for modern.
No, it's not.
Go look it up. Listen, again, you have now been exposed by the exposer. These are the actual definitions, my friend. Let's move on to number 2. Number 2 is the dominant scoring. Michael Jordan was a dominant scorer. We're not even going to take that away from him. But you're going to avoid the fact that he took a lot of shots per game. You love to talk about.
That's how you score.
He's second. Okay, so that's the same way you think longevity equals to a lot of totals. Taking a lot of shots per game equals to a lot of points per game. Your boy took almost 4 shots per game more than my guy, and only averages 3 points per game more than my guy. So as dominant as you want to say Jordan as a scorer, as we proved before, he's not more dominant than Will Chamberlain when it comes to averages. He's not even more dominant than LeBron when it comes to averages, because your boy wouldn't average 27 points per game playing over 1,400 games for his career. He barely got past 1,000 games. Okay, your boy couldn't play 10 games. Your boy could not average 27 points per game playing over 1,400 games for his career.
How do you know?
Because he couldn't even play 1,000. He barely got to 1,000.
Why? Because he got injured twice?
He couldn't even play 10 straight seasons.
He retired to play baseball.
No, he retired because he was exhausted. That was his words. Not my words. That was Michael Jordan's word. Again, I know it was over 30 years
and
ago.
His dad died.
It was over 30 years ago. But Jordan said I was physically, mentally exhausted from the game. There was not too much competition. I did everything that I needed to do. I need a break. That was Jordan's words. He needed a break after 9 NBA seasons.
I know he worked so hard. I think his dad died.
Again, Michael Jordan contemplated retirement before his dad died and actually thought about retiring before his dad died. We have proven all of this. You did not do your thing right. So when it comes to scoring,
he talked about it
again,
on The Last Dance. So what was you guys listening to?
Exactly. Modern era. You mentioned modern era and scoring dominant. Yes, Jordan was dominating his era, just like Wilt dominated his era, and just like LeBron dominated his era in scoring. So when it comes to dominating in scoring, we have great scorers all over the place. Jordan's not the greatest scorer of all time. My man just cracked 40,000 points all time. That's it. He's
just because he played the longest. And if you can't see
matter of fact, wait. I'm going to prove to you why you're wrong in a second, but we're going to keep moving. Then you went to averages. You brought up Michael Jordan averaging 30 points per game, which you agreed Wilt Chamberlain and him are tied for career-wise. Then you brought up his 37 points per game, not realizing that he took 28 shots per game to do that. LeBron James is never going... Listen, that is taking shots in Wilt Chamberlain's era. That was somebody completely...
He scored.
That's called
Who cares if he took more shots? He scored.
That's why his team was... That's why they was under 500.
It doesn't matter if he took that many shots. He scored.
Yes, it does matter. The same way it doesn't matter how many games you played. He still scored 40,000 points.
No, that's different because that is actually 21 years. That's actually 21 years.
That's actually 28. And that's actually 28 shots per game.
No, it takes 21 years to change that number. It takes about a quarter to change the shots number?
No. It takes 28 shots per game to average 37 points per game.
That's the difference between 5 minutes and 6 years.
Again, all you have to do is take 28 shots per game and you're going to average 37 points per game. The same way you think all you have to do is play 21 years, which you're wrong, and you're going to average... you're going to have 40,000 points.
So you're telling me you can score that I'm wrong, that you need 21 years to score 40,000 points.
How many people scored 37 points per game in the season or more?
Just Wilt and Jordan. Wilt 4 times and Jordan once.
And how many shots per game they both took to do that?
It doesn't matter. They did it.
At least 28 shots per game. Nobody else ever took 28 shots per game. And that's why no one else averaged 37 points per game.
Yeah, but they didn't take 3-pointers.
Jordan did take 3-pointers. And that's another thing. I'm glad that you brought that up because that was another thing you brought up was the 3-point shooting. So can we absolve Michael Jordan's scoring because he has over 200 3-pointers made for his career, which Wilt Chamberlain doesn't?
Wait, say that again? I'm sorry.
Can we take? I'm using too much big words. Absolve is too much. You couldn't even know what modern means. So I'm gonna say, can we exclude Michael Jordan's points and all of his great scoring because he used 3-point shooting? Wilt Chamberlain didn't have none. Jordan has over 200 3-pointers made for his career. So that means Jordan, and he had the shortened line for 3 of them, for 3 seasons. So Jordan's 3-pointers helped him over Wilt Chamberlain the same way LeBron James' 3-pointers helped him over Mike.
Right. Sure. Okay.
I'm
the problem is the game.
No, we're not done. We're not done because I want to break this down. We already broke down that Wilt Chamberlain had tougher defenders in his era than Jordan ever faced. So we're going to go to the GOAT James Kingdom show. And you brought up how we're trying to bring up Wilt Chamberlain, Bill Russell, and all these other dudes to help Michael Jordan. That's not us doing that. You're bringing up those guys.
No, you brought up Wilt Chamberlain.
No.
You brought up Wilt Chamberlain.
Because everything that you're trying to attach to Michael Jordan is basically Wilt Chamberlain and Bill or Bill Russell's career. It's not Michael Jordan.
I was trying to compare Jordan to LeBron.
So compare Jordan. Don't use Wilt Chamberlain's numbers.
You brought up Wilt Chamberlain. I didn't bring up Wilt
Chamberlain.
You
using Wilt Chamberlain's the most dominant scorer by averages, not Jordan.
I said Jordan was the most dominant scorer. You said
but you're wrong. But you're wrong. You can't. That's what I'm saying. You can't even prove Jordan is even better than Wilt. So how you gonna prove he's better than LeBron? We proved that LeBron's better than all of them. No, you didn't.
I did 10 scoring titles. 10 scoring titles.
Who averaged the most points in the season?
What?
Who averaged the most points in the season?
Wilt, but let's forget Wilt.
Who has the most 70-point games?
Wilt.
Who has the most 60-point games?
Wilt.
Who has the most 50-point games?
I mean, it's all Wilt because he scores over 50, right?
Who has the all-time scoring a career average of 30.1 points per game?
Wait, say it again.
Who has the all-time career average of points per game at 30.1 points per game?
Jordan.
Wilt Chamberlain and Jordan, correct?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Jordan has the scoring titles. He's tied in averages, right? You want to bring up the playoffs. Jordan is better in the playoffs. We can say that, right?
Yeah.
But he's not better than Wilt Chamberlain as a scorer because I take the regular season over the playoffs. I'm not going to take Wilt Chamberlain's 100 games to say he's not a great scorer when I have over 1,000 games to show that he's a great scorer.
Tell me how LeBron's better than Wilt Chamberlain.
Okay, again, we already explained this to you guys. LeBron James accomplished everything that you need to accomplish in the game of basketball. LeBron James has 40,000 points, 11,000 rebounds, and 10,000 assists.
Oh, what, playing 8 more seasons or 6 more?
He has 20 All-Star selections. He's going to get 20 All-NBA selections. He has 4 league MVPs. He has 4 NBA championships. He's won a championship on every team he's played on. He has a championship on 3 different teams that he led to the championship. He has all of these things. He averages 27,
he's
7,
fucking
and
amazing.
7.
I can't stop cursing. I'm sorry.
He's better than Wilt Chamberlain. He's better than Wilt Chamberlain.
He just played longer than Wilt Chamberlain.
No, it doesn't matter if he played longer than Wilt Chamberlain. That's another thing that makes. That's another thing. Wait, that's another thing that makes him great. Wilt Chamberlain played less games. Less games played, less seasons played, less accomplishments equal less greater. That's what that equals. All that equals.
Tell me, hold on. Why does playing less years?
Ryan, let me ask you a question. Who had the greater career, LeBron or Wilt Chamberlain?
LeBron.
Okay. So that's one of the reasons why we say LeBron over Wilt. Okay, so if we're just going by career, not by playing wise, style, or anything, who do you think had the better career, NBA career? LeBron James or Michael Jordan?
I think Michael Jordan, but I haven't, investigated Michael Jordan enough versus LeBron James, versus Wilt Chamberlain.
So
I've been doing just Jordan versus LeBron. If you want to invoke Wilt, because you guys invoke Wilt, not me.
So you don't want to invoke Wilt.
Okay. Johnny, are you finished? Or are you want to continue going with the rest of the points?
Put up the link and bring up people one by one so we can have a great conversation. All right. So thanks everybody that's in the comments.
I'm gonna bring up Jay first because Jay wanted to get on before.
Yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, y'all. Welcome to the GOAT James Kingdom platform. Again, we have Ryan C from Facebook, who has been a true troll of us, trying to explain why Michael Jordan is the GOAT, but he already proved he can't do that. So now he wants to say that Michael Jordan is better than LeBron, and by his metrics, I'm going to show why LeBron James is better. But Brandon has something for you first. Go ahead, Brandon.
All right. So when we go by totals, are you just saying that's going to be LeBron? So we can't really say much about totals, right?
Well, I'm saying totals.
That part's LeBron.
Totals is LeBron because he's played longer, right?
Okay, yeah, okay. That's LeBron. So that's totals. So if we go by averages, are you saying averages is Michael Jordan?
I think average is more appropriate because it's the only real metric you can put.
Okay. What do Jordan have over LeBron with averages?
Jordan has points, steals. He doesn't have assists. He's got offensive rebounds. That's just per game. That's per game. So, and then LeBron has assists and rebounds, but he plays in the front court, and he's a better playmaker.
He has rebounds, defensive rebounds. He shoots a higher percentage.
He doesn't shoot a higher free throw percentage, but he does shoot a higher percentage, yeah. And he takes
higher field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, 2-point percentage, effective field goal percentage, true shoot percentage. He shoots a higher percentage than Michael Jordan, other than free throw percentage. So when we go by averages, LeBron actually edges Michael Jordan out. It's not by a lot, but LeBron edges Michael Jordan out. All right. So next, you want to go to
in what? Wait! No, don't talk over me now. Let me finish.
Okay.
He's got him where he's really got him. Except he's got him his assists and defensive rebounds. Right? He's got him on 2-point percentage and 3-point, but 3-point is kind of nullified.
Rebounds,
but he
total rebounds, defensive rebounds, assists. And if we go with shooting, those are our averages. Then we go to postseason. Michael Jordan only has points, steals per game, and free throw percentage.
And he's got offensive
So
rebounds.
there's okay offensive rebounds. In the postseason, LeBron has more defensive rebounds, total rebounds, assists,
And
block.
LeBron has more turnovers. That's the
And
other thing. By
Jordan
your
Okay.
metrics,
and Jordan fouls more.
Jordan fouls more. He misses more shots per game.
yeah, he
We
fouls
could
more.
go do
That's
that
why
ridiculous stuff too.
that era was
So,
so
so
much.
like we said, averages, we're going to go with LeBron because, as you stated, you could use the totals, but there's more with averages
Hold
as
on.
well with
Why are
LeBron
you
James.
going? Why are you going with LeBron because of the totals? Because you're throwing in.
We're going with averages, and LeBron edges them out in averages as well. That's what I'm saying.
Why?
Totals
Why?
and averages.
Why?
Why?
Because it's
Because
two.
the stats say it.
No,
Because the
no, no, no.
stats say it. You said it.
What does it? Shooting percentage? Is that where that's where you're at? Shooting percentage?
Okay, I'm gonna name them all off again. I'm gonna name them off again. We're gonna go to the regular season, and LeBron has more assists, total rebounds, defensive rebounds. Michael Jordan has points, steals, and offensive rebounds.
And turnovers.
They're even up with blocks. Okay, Jordan has more fouls and more missed field goal percentage.
But
Most
Jordan's
missed
got
field
less
goals,
turnovers too.
and he has
Yeah,
more missed
we
field
giving you
goals
that. We
and
give you
more
the
fouls.
turnovers.
So
Well, you
yeah,
Jordan
only
give
so
us
do
the
we're
missed
gonna take
fouls.
the
field goals.
turnovers. We're gonna take the missed field goals and fouls. Is that
Well,
is
right.
that that appropriate? Is that
What do you want to
appropriate?
do? What?
Is that appropriate? We give you the turnovers. We're gonna take the missed field goal attempts and the fouls.
Well, I think when
Is
it
that
comes to
okay?
field, hold on, let me speak. I think when it comes to field goals, I think that it's just the percentage. You don't need to go. You can't have percentage and attempts and makes. You have to do one or the other.
Why?
Why? Because it's the same stat twice.
No, it's not.
How is it not the same stat
You
twice?
you could miss more field goals and shoot a higher percentage.
How can you
Exactly.
miss more field goals and shoot a higher percentage?
You
What?
you could shoot 20 for 40
Again, Mike. Wait,
and
hold on.
have
No,
a
This
higher
is
field goal
so
percentage than
wait,
someone who shoots
Brandon.
9 for 30. Yeah.
Brandon,
no. I
it's
see
simple.
what you said.
Listen, hold on, wait. Jordan missed 11 shots per game. There are players who did not even shoot nowhere near, but 11 missed shots per game, but they have a higher field goal percentage than Michael Jordan. That's what you don't fail to realize. You don't have to, again, that's a different stat. You want to use turnovers because you say it's negative. Missing shots is negative. Fouling is negative. So we're going to add those
See, to
things.
me, fouling is a negative to me.
It is fouling is negative.
Foul is
Personal
a
foul
negative.
is negative thing. Nobody's
A
going to
missed
give you
field
credit
goal
for
attempt
fouling.
is a negative.
Right.
It's a negative.
But
Just
to
like
me,
a turnover is
there's
a negative.
there's a different level of defensive point to personal fouls that is more.
There is nothing good about playing defense that requires you to foul.
You can set the tone with the game. You can make it harder to. You can make it harder to drive. People don't want to do
It's
things where
still a
they're going to get
negative
fouled.
stat. It's still a
It's
negative
still
stat.
a
It's still
negative
a negative
stat.
stat.
You're not going to go to your
It's,
coach and say, Coach, I got 4 fouls today. I play good defense.
it's still a
It's a
negative
different.
stat.
It was a different game back then. I agree. Hold on.
Yeah,
Let me
if you
finish.
want to list negative stat, we can list negative stats too. That's fine. We can
That
list negative stats too. All right. So, like I said, the averages and the totals go to LeBron James. LeBron does more on the court. The averages that you guys prefer is points and steals, which make most people think that makes Michael Jordan the GOAT. Okay, we understand that, but there's more than just points and steals.
See, he made
That's all we're
so
saying.
one. So Michael makes more field goals, right? He takes more.
Okay.
He takes more field goals, but he shoots less percentage, right? So this is my point to that. Those are two things that factor into the one stat, right? The one stat. That's all one stat to me. I know, like you're saying, like you're gonna not nickel and dime. You're gonna hit me on the fine points for that, but that's all. Like that's shooting, right? That's shooting. That's all one thing to me. He shoots more, but he doesn't shoot. He doesn't have the high same percentage, but he makes more shots.
So
Right.
who averages more rebounds?
LeBron does. LeBron's also a front
So
court
you
player.
want to break down the rebounds, but you don't want to break down the points.
Well, that's
Exactly.
different. One's on.
That's the same thing. That's the same thing. That's what I'm
No,
trying to tell you.
They're two.
No, it's
one is
not
the-
because rebounds includes offensive rebounds and defensive rebounds, but you want to exclude that. You want to count offensive rebounds.
Those are
even though-
two different. Those are two different
Notice,
sides of the court. though.
and so is missing shots. It's two different
So
sides.
you
of the
miss
court.
shots on one side of the court. You don't miss shots on both sides of the court. That's a completely different side of the court. Total rebounds is basically a defensive stat because you're on the defensive side of the field.
Total rebounds
Hold
includes
on,
what you do.
hold on.
total.
Are you saying defensive rebounds don't count?
No, defensive
Is he
rebounds
saying
count.
that? Okay. I thought you were saying that. So
But
total
also, no,
rebounds
what
and
I'm saying is
defensive
that
rebounds.
What John
Okay.
is saying. No, what John is saying. He doesn't want to use. He doesn't want to use missed shots because he's saying that it's included with the field goal percentage. But he wants to account for defensive rebounds and offensive rebounds, although it's included in rebounds.
But those are two different. That's all in the one movement. Like jumping and shooting.
It still accounts for everything, just like field goal percentage accounts for
Two
shots
different
you make.
sides of the court. Two different sides of the court.
You didn't say two different sides of the court. You said it's still in the same stat. It's still in the same stat. Offensive
It's a
rebounds,
different
defensive.
stat.
No, it's a different stat. Missed shots is a different stat than field goal attempts. I mean, the field goal percentage. It's a different thing.
Well, actually,
Bruh,
you know,
you're not
missed,
making any
missed
listen,
shots isn't even
listen,
a stat.
Okay,
Missed shots
so
isn't even a stat.
So Brandon broke down your number 3 point, which was averages, because by averages, LeBron James has the better averages. He averages
Yeah, but
more
you're not
blocks.
listening to me. You're not.
We are listening to you. You're not listening to us. LeBron still has more. You guys fail to realize he has more. You just want to count on steals, points, and free throw percentage. That's not enough. And offensive rebounds, that's not enough. And turnovers, that's not enough. That's 4 things. LeBron has more. That's what you fail to realize, because you just keep giving us stuff. Now, not only do we have rebounds, now we have defensive rebounds. You didn't give us 1, you gave us 2. Then we have defensive rebounds, assists, 3-point percentage, field goal percentage, all the other efficiency percentages. We have all of these things that makes him better than Jordan and averages.
You don't have plus
Johnny,
minus.
I
You don't
have a
have
question.
box plus minus, defensive block plus minus, or offensive block plus minus.
Okay,
Johnny, I have a
and your
question.
boy
That's
doesn't have
advanced stats. That's advanced stats.
and your boy doesn't have win shares, offensive win shares, and
Win
defensive
shares.
win shares.
If you look at the formulas for win shares, you have to take into account that who has the better team. Jordan played on shit teams in the beginning of his career. You have to take its total record. You can't count that against him if he doesn't play win the same amount of games because of his teammates.
Again, if you want to take account to how things are formulated, they changed box plus minus in 2017 after Westbrook's season. So the actual formula for it was changed. And just
So where are
7
you
years
getting your
ago.
box plus minus?
Again, the box plus minus formula and how it's calculated was changed after 2017. Prior to that, LeBron James had the better numbers. After Westbrook's 2017 season, the guy who invented the stat, changed the calculations, and Jordan ended up being on top over LeBron. And now he's not even number 1 anymore. It's Joker. So, you know what? You had a good time. You had your 5 minutes. You've been exposed. We got Jay in the building, the real Michael Jordan fan. He's the realest Michael Jordan fan we know, because y'all are just fake Michael Jordan fans. Y'all are LeBron haters posing as
I'm not even a Michael
fans.
Jordan fan.
Exactly. So shut up and let Jay speak. Jay, thanks for joining
All right,
the platform.
Jay, go for it.
And you heard what this man had to say. He had 5 minutes plus. Come on, man, bro. Give it to us, bro. What's up? What up, Jay?
What up with it?
Nothing
So-
much, man.
My problem with the whole situation is they ain't even looking at the game of basketball. You got to look at that before you even look at any basketball player. That's how you figure out who's the greatest basketball player. That's why we could just look at LeBron James' resume. What the hell we gonna put somebody over that resume for? That'd be stupid, right? Just the resume itself. But see, as a Jordan fan, I grew up understanding that, okay, Michael Jordan, he got the Gatorade commercial. Michael Jordan, he got the endorsement. Michael Jordan is the face, okay? We know that when you look at Michael Jordan, nobody else was going to be in that spotlight with him. We knew that, right or wrong. So, like,
Good.
we know how popular Michael Jordan was. Wasn't nobody gonna touch that. It wasn't even about on court. You feel what I'm saying? Yes. When we look at the Bull Dynasty, they was well rounded. You got the best shooters on your team, but if it wasn't for Phil Jackson, that shit wasn't gonna work, because you got B.J. Armstrong that could have got more touches. You got John Paxson that could have got more touches. You got Horace Grant that could have got more touches. You got Scottie Pippen that just let him loose. He could do whatever. You feel what I'm saying? Michael Jordan, what he was, a shooting guard. What he was able to focus on, being a shooting guard, right?
Yeah.
So when you look at LeBron James, that man can't just play small forward if he want his team to win, bro. You see what I'm saying? So like we gotta look at the game of basketball, bro. Be fair what we looking at. I got Michael Jordan as the greatest shooting guard of all time. To the day that I die, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But I know when we looking at scoring, he up there. Yeah, we can't deny how Michael Jordan scored the ball, bro. You see what I'm saying? But we also got to look at who was standing in front of that man. We look at his 9 scoring title. I mean, his 9 defense awards. Who he was guarding, bro? You go ahead and go down the line of these boys today and tell me that Michael Jordan gonna light these boys up. He got 2% chance, boy. A 2% chance. He locked up everybody that couldn't dribble. And everybody that had a good handle, he had trouble guarding them. He couldn't he could not he could not guard it. He did not like to guard the people that run around a lot. So you think he gonna deal with Curry? Curry gonna be open all day. And then he ain't guarding them boys full court because they can dribble the ball. They gonna do whatever they want to do. They gonna do whatever they want to do. You gotta understand. And then we talk about hand checking. What is a hand check on a Kyrie Irving?
Hmm. Hmm.
What is a hand check on these boys, man? Oh, we look at Michael Jordan. You see how they be showing the videos, how Michael Jordan be in the air and they slow it down to make it smooth, put the good smooth little music on it. Do Ja Morant the same way.
Yeah, if I may for
Do
1 second.
do Zach Levine the same way.
Wait, Ryan, you're not gonna intervene. The man was cooking. Let him do his thing. You had
I
your
was gonna
5 minutes.
agree with him on something. I was gonna agree with him on something.
No, okay, that's cool. But let him. He's not done. This, y'all. This is Jay Shelburne. He's a part of the GOAT James Kingdom platform. He's been a part of us from day one. He's cooking. Let him cook. Okay,
My
y'all.
apologies.
He's talking basketball. Y'all don't like our numbers. He's talking basketball. He's a Jordan fan, not like you. Let him talk.
So, like, what I'm saying is, like, oh boy, they try to interrupt me. I'm glad you said something anyway, because I'm coming for you. Now, I'm going back to where you said something about his teammates. Boy, you being a follower, because you don't have no idea what you're talking about. His teammates, okay. Any basketball fan know if you got a teammate shooting 28 times a game, that means somebody ain't touching the ball.
Yeah, I never said anything about his teammates, but sure.
Yes, you
But sure.
did. Yes, you did. You said
With
in the
the
early
stats,
in
yeah,
the
with
early
the stats, yeah.
you said in the early days his teammates. What's up? You can't hold his record against him because of
Okay.
his teammates. I heard you clearly now.
Oh no, you're right. You're
Now,
right. You're right.
now, all Jordan had the advantage. We know that. We know Jordan had the most speed. We know he jumped the highs. We know he had the advantage against everybody in that league was slow. I tell you, about 90% of the people up in that league was slow. Some of them had good fundamentals. Some of them can make up in different areas. So Jordan had the advantage, but it don't matter what he had out there. He ain't finna go out there and lose over 40 games like that just because he want to shoot the ball a lot and not understanding why he loses. He asking. He asking. I don't know what's going on. I'm scoring this many points. I'm scoring that many points. He had the advantage against Boston Celtics. You didn't know it, did you? Cause they talk about the big five. He had the advantage. He got
How do you?
5 against 5. Hold on, let me talk. He had the advantage. Let me tell you why. What is 43 points, boy? Averaging 43 points. Did 43 points matter? Did it get close to a win? You see what I'm saying? He averaged 43 points. 63 points. And then what happened in the closeout game? The killer instinct. What happened in the closeout game?
19 points.
Yeah, but you
The
can't
boy,
do
the
you
boy,
can't do
the
it by
boy from
yourself.
listen, the boy from Oregon outscored him. You see, that's what you're saying. He can't do it by himself. But it's the shot attempts for me. All you gotta do is look at the shot attempts. What are you talking about? He had teammates. If I know one thing, if I go out there with a 20-point score and 2 other 16-point scores, I'm passing the motherfucking ball. Excuse my
Yeah,
language.
He had no one to pass the ball to. He had to do
But
that.
see,
He had to.
but see
I
that
just
that but
said,
see.
what Lord have mercy.
Hold wait, listen. See, look, see, that's what he's saying. Yeah, you're not listening. That's why Jay came up and had to set you straight because you Jordan fans can't talk
But
basketball. The
listen,
man's talking
oh,
basketball. He said he explained to you that Jordan had a good enough team because you know what? They did beat the Boston Celtics in the regular season that year without Jordan when Woodridge was going off, right? And
yeah,
they
I was
had
just
they
gonna
had,
say,
they had George Gervin and they put George Gervin on the bench because Michael Jordan said I want to score 63. I don't even know that was the same. Yeah, that was the same season. Yeah, 63 I think it was. So again, Jordan taking a lot of shots, it leads to a lot of scoring, but it led to a lot of losses. And it took time for Jordan to win because he needed a team to win, and that's what
Yeah,
Jay's trying to explain. So
exactly.
we
I
got
agree.
no,
hold
no,
on,
no, hold on.
but
Listen, this is what I'm saying. How
finish it
can
here
you
though.
tell?
Land it
How
here,
can
Jay. Land it here, Jay. So we can get other
how
folks in.
could
Go ahead.
how can he overlook that I said he went out there with a 20-point score and two 16-point scores?
Who do you go out with?
That you telling me that ain't nobody to pass the ball to
Who was
just
it?
because you heard that he had no help? No, you got to do your homework more about what Jordan really had. Jordan went out there. 'Cause even Jordan said he argued with Phil Jackson about a scoring title and didn't even have a ring yet. What are you talking about, big dog? His mind,
So
his mindset was never go no kind of good basketball mindset. He got away with it in that era because he had the advantage. So me, as just me myself, if I know I'm going out there as an advantage, I'm faster than everybody. I can score anytime I want to. I might pass the ball 5 times before I score because I know if I get my teammates going, then I can go off. Because I know I can score. Why need to go for? Why I need to score for if I know I can score? That's the point that coaches were trying to get in Michael Jordan head that he just didn't get it. He kept on coming up with all these big old points, but he losing over 40 games. And then Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant get drafted. Them two top 10 picks. In college, Scottie Pippen
see.
averaged what 24 points. So they knew he could put the ball in the hoop, but they was more excited about his all around game. They know that boy gonna make some things happen if he average 0 points. So it's like understanding basketball is where I'm at with it.
See that, and listen, this is what we do. Yeah, listen, y'all got mad at us when we talk stats. Jay didn't bring up no stats. He brought up his eye test, what he know about basketball. He explained the game the way he knows it best. But we got a lot of people showing up here. We appreciate you, Jay. Thank you so much. That was great. So we listen. It's truly today's show. We went off the rail because Ryan showed up, right? So we're gonna let Twin Man, Boycott, Rebrand, and Benjamin get their shot in. But before we let y'all get in, we're gonna get back to this 40K. Right? Because Brandon, can you please just bring up this graph right quick that I got in the background so we can just explain to y'all. Y'all know we're GOAT James Kingdom. They say we're narrative based, we're this, that, and the third. I don't get it. I really don't get it. But at the end of the day, what y'all fail to realize is that we are GOAT James Kingdom. None of us here ever scored a point in the NBA. So LeBron James has 40,000 points plus more than all of us. But if we take the guys who have podcasts out here, these NBA players, such as Steven Jackson and Matt Barnes, and if we take their career numbers and add them with Quentin Richardson and Darius Miles' numbers, those guys come up to only 33,000 points for their NBA career and over 3,000 NBA games played, y'all. All of these guys got Michael Jordan as the GOAT. Then if we even go to the next group of guys, Gilbert Arenas' show. Even if we take Gilbert Arenas' numbers, Rashard McCants' numbers, Kenya Martin's number, and add Brandon Jennings' numbers, they only come up to 31,000 points with 2,100 games played. And if we just want to take it to the guys who are ESPN, with Big Perk, RJ, and JJ, those guys have only scored 31,000 points for their career with 2,900 games played. Even if we go to the TNT guys with Shaq and Kenny, those guys they have like 37,000 points or something like that together. They don't have 40,000 points together. If you take Kenny and Barkley and put them together, they don't have 40,000 points. These are all the guys we listen to all the time who talk basketball. All these players here played illustrious NBA careers, and all you guys got to talk about when we say 40,000 points is LeBron James's longevity. All of these guys has played twice as much games as LeBron. All these careers added together does not equal up to 40,000 points. And in fact, If we take Michael Jordan's NBA career and add LeBron James's playoff career, that's when you get 40,000 points. And if you take Michael Jordan's whole NBA career, his playoff and regular season put together, it don't equal 40,000 points. This is why he's GOAT James. This is why he's the greatest player to ever play the game. We didn't wait to this point to get him here. We didn't have to wait to this point. We saw this. Our eye test, Ben seen this when he was at 30, 10, and 10. Now he's at 40, 11, and 10. Y'all in trouble, man. Y'all in trouble. And he's asking for a 5-year extension. So with that being said, this is GOAT James Kingdom. And we are about to open up the panel and let y'all talk basketball. However you want to talk it. Because y'all can see we can do whatever y'all want. So
Back in 2004, Greg Anthony said LeBron James would be the all-time scoring leader by the time he retired. This was in 2004.
I just wanted to say thank you guys. I'm out. I appreciate it.
No, wait. Don't leave it. Don't leave it, Ryan.
No, he can leave. He can leave.
No, Ryan, thanks for coming on, Ryan.
What's up? I'll stay.
Ryan,
oh my God, you like the frying.
Can I just say one thing?
All right. So, no, wait. We're going to let everybody go at one at a time, gentlemen. We're going to let y'all go one at a time. Thank you for everybody who joined us. Shout out to the panel. We see there's folks watching us. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's start with Twin Man. Everybody got to be quick. Twin Man, what you got for us today? We talking 40,000 or you going to talk Ryan?
So this is what I find crazy. Every time we talk about, great scoring, we want to talk about what they did per season. When you're talking about the greatest of all time and your resume, it's about your totals. We have to stop trying to find ways to diminish greatness. Ryan talked about the only reason why he got to 40,000 points is because he's played so long. Robert Parrish played 21 years. Where's he at on the all-time scoring list? Kevin Garnett played 21 years. Where is he at on the all-time scoring list? There's I think it's 5 players. Vince Carter, 21 years. Where's he at on the all-time scoring list?
22 years.
Where's he at for rebounds? Where's he at for assists? And that's all the players I named. For you to get this many points, for you to accumulate the stats you've accumulated, yes, you have to play a long time, but you have to be elite at it. That's the difference. You have to be fantastic, great, every positive word that you can think of to get to these totals. Playing a long time is not an automatic, you're going to have this many points. You're going to have this many rebounds, and you're going to have this many assists, steals, or whatever. Then we leave out the clutch points in specific situations where other people like to run. Who's number one in all of that? This is ridiculous. This is not an argument anymore. 40,000 points is just icing on the cake.
Well,
I don't even understand why people even try to argue for Jordan anymore. Stop it. You make yourself look bad.
None of those guys are Michael Jordan. Like, he's better than all those guys.
It doesn't matter. You're talking about greatest of all time.
Why does it matter? Why doesn't it matter?
It doesn't matter because it doesn't matter
all time.
No.
Not an answer.
You said no because you said it's because he played a long time. We're giving you great players, first ballot Hall of Famers, guys like Dirk Nowitzki, played 21 years, never got nowhere near 40,000 points.
Longer than
the guy has 19 straight seasons over 25 points per game. How many players average over 25 points per game for their career?
My point is Jordan's better than LeBron. No one else. I'm not talking about Will. I'm not talking about.
It's not. You couldn't prove it. You didn't prove it. You didn't prove it. So don't go at Twin Man. Twin Man. You're not gonna go back and forth. I know, but you're not gonna go back and forth with Ryan. You're not gonna do that. So land it here so we can get boycotted. Please,
landing it right here, and then I'm passing the mic.
Yes.
When we're talking about the GOAT conversation, it is not a comparison between two players. You are comparing every resume of every player who has ever laced it up. Period. That's the conversation. So anytime you hear somebody say Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain, Kareem, or any other top 10 or any other player is a deflection, they don't know how to have the conversation. And that's where I'm stopping.
All right, we appreciate that.
Right.
Boycott, what's Boycott, what's good? Thanks for joining the panel, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Man. What you got on the topic, man?
Yeah. So Ryan, right? So when this is the issue that we're having. We got to learn the use of words. When we're talking about great, it's the amount. There's two definitions of great basically. It's quality and quantity. Quality is very subjective because you can talk about measuring points per game, but you have to use when you measure it, it's off because people played different years. People played 13 years, some people played 15 years, some people played 20 years. So we have to use quantity, and we're talking about all time. So when it's quantity, the greatest amount right now as far as scoring is LeBron James. When you add all the stats together, LeBron has the quantity, right? And that's the reason why it works is because look at Wilt Chamberlain's career. The guy averaged 50 at one point. Then his last 2 years, he fell off a cliff. If he didn't play those last 2 years where he fell off a cliff, he would have the most points per game. That's why quality is so subjective, right? He wasn't the level of attrition didn't help him, it hurt him, and he would have had points per game just by not playing 2 more years. So if somebody just plays 7 years and averages 37 points per game for 7 years, is he a better scorer than Michael Jordan?
Could be, yeah. But like I said, this is a different. I can't put Will in the conversation because it's not in. But what I consider the modern era of basketball is the 3-point era. Is the 3-point era, not the 60s. It's after 79.
Real
But
quick,
listen,
right?
but hold on, wait, but listen. But this is the thing. Good job, Boycott. I appreciate you saying that because this is the thing, though. Again, when you said Wilt Chamberlain falls off the cliff, Wilt Chamberlain just decided to shoot less. And that what makes it crazy. Wilt Chamberlain still averaged 30 points per game for his career, while half of his career, he decided to not shoot the ball as much. Where he literally dropped his shooting capacity like 40%. He was only taking like 9 shots per game, 8 shots per game those last 2 years, but his efficiency was 68% from the field. No one was shooting like that. He was still dominant, even though he was taking less points. Because like you said, it's not about the quality there. I mean the quantity, but it's about the quality. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. The numbers matter. Whether it's averages or if it's totals, Jordan is not the GOAT with stats. There's no stat that makes Jordan the GOAT. That's what y'all fail to realize. And none of it. That's what Jordan fans don't want to understand. It's not a stat that makes Jordan the GOAT. So let's move on to somebody else. We got Rebrandon here. What up, Rebrandon? What you got for us on the topic? We were supposed to talk 40,000, but y'all want to cook on Ryan. Leave Ryan alone. He already got burnt up. He's trying to recover. Right?
What's going on, Goat Jones?
He's not Wolverine. He can't recover that fast. Go
What's
ahead,
going on?
Rebrandon. What's good,
What's
brother?
going on, Goat James Kingdom? What's going on to the panel?
Appreciate you, brother.
Yeah, I want to talk about the 40,000.
Yes, sir.
Congratulations to King James, 40,000. And I saw an interesting stat. Excuse the echo, y'all. I'm doing spring cleaning. My bad. But I saw an interesting stat the other day where even if you remove all of LeBron James' dunks and layups, he's still 28th on the scoring list, and that's with everyone else's dunks and layups included. So you can leave theirs, and he's still 28th. So I always say this: never seen longevity be used against a player ever in my life. Like, imagine saying, "Ha ha, you played at a high level for a long time." Ha ha. Like, what are y'all talking about, bro? Like, this is ridiculous. This shit is so ridiculous to me, right? And then it's like we expose the hypocrisy because when they say as well it's about winning, okay, well, your GOAT didn't win the most. It's about the stat too. Well, it's like, well, he doesn't lead in anything. Well, y'all do is make it about the stats, about the stats, but then it's like all y'all keep bringing up is the scoring titles. So you care about the stats too. You just care about the stats where he benefits. And then lastly, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna land it here is that LeBron James came in as a teenager, the number one pick, something Jordan doesn't understand. He doesn't have that pressure coming in as the number one pick and overachieving. Y'all talk about championships like Jordan just runs away with it. The nigga has 2 more finals and y'all think this is just like he has 11. He's not Bill Russell. So that's what I'll say. And I also landed here because I don't know. I was on a panel the other day where it might have been you, Jay, who said he'd rather have 6-0 versus 11-1. So we expose that y'all don't even care about winning as much because you would rather have 6 titles
that
over
wasn't
11
Jay.
titles.
That wasn't Jay.
Nah,
You
that
said
wasn't
Jay.
me. Hell
It
no.
wasn't okay.
That was, no,
So it
that
was
wasn't
another.
Jay.
It was another. It was another
Well,
Jay from New
hey,
Orleans.
hey, y'all gotta stop sending shots at people at the panel. I open up Friday Night Exposure for y'all, but y'all come on Sunday afternoons with guns blazing with other people. Come on now, relax.
No,
now.
listen.
Yeah,
You know,
go
hold
ahead.
on. So I'm gonna say this: the Jay that I actually was arguing with on Ticket TV, he sound like he's from New Orleans too. So I'm like, man, that's Jay.
Okay.
That's crazy. But I'm gonna just say this, bro. No matter what y'all do, no matter what y'all say, bro, Gold James is the king. And I knew he was great when y'all had to start throwing steroids on him. Y'all had to start like all this shit. It's like, and I'll just land it there, man.
I appreciate
Johnny,
you, man.
let me say one thing to Ryan really fast before everyone. I just like wanted to address, not to cook him or anything like that, but I would say, Ryan, I told you in the beginning, man, like you gotta have your P's and Q's ready. Like you can't just give these guys like softballs to like knock at the park, like especially like you can't just come with like the basic narratives that you hear on ESPN. Like you're like you didn't talk about Michael Jordan having top 10 defensive win shares per season of all time. You're not going to talk about him being one of only 12 players to lead a defensive box plus minus of the entire league. And again, multiple seasons, right? You're not going to talk about
blocks plus minus. I was told it changed.
And again,
so it didn't count.
like
Well,
you're not.
you
You
know
have
what,
to talk
Bo?
about him relative to like the entire league. You can't just do him versus LeBron. Like you have to you have to prove that he's a more impactful player. Otherwise, the longevity things are going to get you. And so, like when you come with like the basic arguments, you can't be surprised when you get roasted.
This is Goat James.
No, I have a question though. Why does the blocks plus minus not count now that it's been changed?
I didn't say it didn't count.
It does count.
You brought up how the formula for win shares was all messed up. So somebody's mic is crazy. Can somebody mute themselves, please? So you brought up the calculations, and if you want to bring up calculations or knock a stat for calculations, then we can knock blocks plus minus for the calculations.
Hey Ryan, you gotta mute your
What was
mic.
the,
I
what
think
was
you
the
get feedback.
this I don't know. What was the change? What was the change?
They didn't like the way that the stat made Westbrook had the best season of all time, and the fact that LeBron was the number one all time as well for career wise, and he had more seasons than Jordan.
No,
And
what in the calculation change?
They changed how they calculated rebounds and assists.
Of rebounds and assists?
Yes.
Well, shouldn't they brought rebounds and assists down?
No, they calculated rebounds and assists in a similar fashion. So if you were somebody that rebounded and got assists together, it was better. So people like Stockton, LeBron, Westbrook, all of these guys' numbers were looking better. That's why, because Westbrook's triple-double season.
Right.
They never expected somebody to get a triple-double season, and they messed up their whole calculations. When he had that season, they said we got to recalculate it because it would have been considered the greatest season of all time by far.
Can I ask that question?
Hold on, I know we're gonna let Benjamin come in because Travis tried to save you, Ryan. He really did. He watched so many people come in here and just get their heads chopped off. He said, listen, please protect yourself. You didn't protect yourself. You didn't keep your left hand up. You got hit with a couple of rights. So Benjamin now, who claims to be a Jordan fan, is going to come in and save Ryan. What up, Benjamin? Thanks for joining us again. What you got for us? Are you going to save Ryan or you want to talk about 40,000?
Both. First of all, prop to LeBron for getting 40K. That's why I got him as a top 5 player, one of the greatest of all time, no doubt. To help out Ryan, I'm not going to get, too deep into it because, y'all went on it for a while, but you had some of the right conclusions. You just didn't have the right premises and the right supporting arguments. So, like, an example, when they were talking about Wilt Chamberlain and Jordan both do have about the same scoring average. The reason why Jordan's a better scorer than Wilt is because he did it in less minutes. That would be a good argument to make. If you look at the numbers, Wilt did it in 45 minutes per game. Jordan did it in 38. And if you were going to make a Jordan scoring argument over LeBron, for example, you would say, oh, well, the gap MJ has in volume is bigger than the gap LeBron has in efficiency. And I think Jordan was the best scorer of 2 different decades. I don't think LeBron was the best scorer of any decade. That would be a better argument than some of the arguments you were making. So just saying, like, you can have some of the conclusions you have. You just need to formulate the arguments better.
Benjamin, are you saying that you could explain why Michael Jordan is a GOAT?
Yeah.
He never got his 5 minutes.
Are you saying that?
5 minutes.
Yeah. Based off my criteria, yeah.
Okay. You want to give him his chance?
You want your
I,
5 minutes to try to prove Michael
I,
Jordan's the GOAT like
I'm
we
not
did with
really trying
Ryan?
to do like a 5 minute thing. I'm just really just jumping in, just trying to talk with
Okay,
y'all. You get what I'm
understood.
saying? Yeah.
I got you.
All right,
Understood. Understood.
okay,
So you want
okay.
to you want to you want to land it here so we can let Ishmael come in?
Yeah,
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 you
yeah,
let
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. Let him
Go
go ahead.
ahead. Okay, okay, all right. So thanks again. Y'all know that's Benjamin Franklin. I don't know if that's your real name or not, but y'all can holler at Benjamin Franklin. He has a YouTube channel. Shout out to him. Thanks for joining us again. So Ishmael, thank you for joining us. We know you're a subscriber to the channel, and you're definitely a fan of the show. What you got for us for today's show, brother?
Hey y'all. I just want to say that when LeBron James had scored 40,000 points last night, I think that was just a tremendous accomplishment. When he first broke the scoring record, I wasn't really in tune with basketball for several years. He's the reason why I've started watching basketball again, because I just thought I knew old heads all the time used to say that Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the best scorer of all time because he had the most points and his record was just, it cannot be broken. And so I thought that when he did that, that's just something that just seems surreal, just unreal at that aspect. And you can't take that away from a player. Another thing I noticed is that when a lot of people try to argue Jordan over LeBron in stats, and when you try to use the stats, I see the point is like, hey Johnny, what you were saying, like when you brought up the blocks plus minus, is that he was he was trying to diminish any stat regarding LeBron James having over Michael Jordan. So if you
Mm-hmm.
say LeBron has the totals, you'll say, oh, it's longevity. If you, instead of just saying going stat for stat, it turns to diminishing a player's accomplishment. But like I said, yeah, LeBron James, he's the greatest of all time in my opinion, and I think from an objective standpoint, it's just truly remarkable that he's one of the first and only player to be able to reach 40,000 points in his career. Incredible milestone.
Thank you for that one. Thank you for that one. Brandon, you got anything you want to add to that? We let the whole panel go. You got anything you want to add?
Me?
Yeah.
You said me? Oh, no, I don't have anything. Yeah, we already said we had to say LeBron. I mean, it's at this point, I don't even think it's a debate why LeBron's the GOAT, and no one. We try to have you guys come on and say why he's not and why someone else is, and no one can do it. So hopefully we're gonna
Yeah.
get someone
I want to add something.
really.
Hey,
Yeah.
hey, Ryan, you
Yeah.
gotta mute
Hold
your
on.
mic, yo.
No, yeah, that's Jay. There's something wrong with your mic. You can mute yourself right quick. I'm gonna let you in right quick. Go ahead, Brandon. Finish up. Go ahead, Brandon. Sorry. It
No, I'm
was.
good.
It was.
I'm good.
Oh, you good?
No,
All
I'm
right.
good.
So, all right. So before we let everybody come back up, we'll let everybody get a chance. Ryan, I know you said you had to go. One last thing before
No,
you
I
go,
mean, I
Ryan.
could I could chill for a little while.
Okay. Well, one last thing before we let the panel keep speaking. You said something about us on our criteria. Again, you guys take our words out of context. We never said our criteria is the best criteria out. We said it's the most objective and the most comprehensive criteria to date. We have yet to see anyone explain their criteria the way we have explained our criteria. We've used almost everything that you can use and most things that are used within the GOAT debate. We even use things that we don't even like to use in the GOAT debate, like the advanced metrics, which you guys swear helps Michael Jordan, but at the end of the day, the advanced metrics don't help Michael Jordan. Again, there's no stat that helps Michael Jordan to be the GOAT of basketball. We can argue whether he's better than LeBron with the stats or not, because you can go up and down what you value. But trust me, there's no stat. We have everything covered here in GOAT James Kingdom because of people like you who come up here and say things that are just fallacies, that are not true. So we're gonna get everybody back on. We're gonna let y'all go through again. Let's talk about 40,000 because we're about to get up out of here. You guys have been wonderful. Thanks everybody for joining us again. We appreciate you. So Travis, you had some things you wanted to say, and then we'll let Jay go and we'll go down the line. You got any last words about this 40,000 and LeBron reaching this and anything else?
I mean, yeah, like I said before, it's I don't think it's ever going to be approached just because, like I said, regardless of what you say about him at the end of the day, longevity is if you play over 5 years. But like extreme longevity, and if you combine it with effectiveness, again, that's LeBron James, and like he's has that unheard of combination of he's just insanely consistent, and again, he's hasn't really ever fallen off, and so that equals that leads to what we're seeing now is like this untold production. And again, I really don't think it's going to be passed. until we see some other crop come along that just excels, whatever it's going to take. But last thing I'll say is shout out to the chat all in there. But Ryan, again, good try. You have courage coming in here. You knew like the lines were gonna be ready for you, but I'd say, man, it takes courage to try. So I'll give you that.
Yes, thank you so much, Ryan. Shout out to Reggie Reg in the comments for showing some support and donating, and also CDog67 for donating. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. We're gonna keep trying to give y'all good content. We know we're gonna come live every Sunday to give y'all the best things that we have here. So Jay, it's your turn, bro. You said you want to add something to it. Go ahead, bro.
I want to add, go back to like his first 7 years, LeBron. So when you go back and look at his first 7 years, he came right into the league, and when you look back at it, that was too much pressure for an 18-year-old, right? Okay, why that man didn't fold?
They claim that he folded in 2007, right? And they say he quit. And they say he quit in 2010.
That's not folding, but we know the story behind 2010. But my main thing,
but that's what they'll say, that he quit in 2010 against Boston, and he folded in 2007.
All right, so check this out. So between us, so when I look back at it, he got back-to-back. This all before he went to the Heat. Back-to-back MVP, right? Okay. The best record twice in the NBA, right? Okay. A finals appearance. A scoring title.
A scoring title.
A finals appearance.
Yeah.
Okay. You telling me where the coach at?
Well, Mike Brown was a rookie coach then, right? He was okay. Go ahead, mute yourself right quick so I can speak. So yeah, I mean, Mike Brown was a coach then. I mean, we don't really got to go down the whole history of LeBron James' career. We know, we know LeBron James is just a greater basketball player than Jordan. Everybody's gonna bring up Jordan's first 7 years. We know Jordan didn't accomplish nothing in his first 7 years, but scoring titles and all defensive selections and and defensive player of the year. LeBron had more MVPs during that span. So again, LeBron is just a better player. You got any last words though, Jay? So we can let other folks come in, so you can finish that up.
That's what I'm saying. That's where the 40K come from, because he was put in situations where he had to shoot the ball a lot and score a lot if he wanted his team to win. He didn't want to shoot the ball that much, so that make it more impressive to me, because he had to score. Jordan wanted to score. You see what I'm saying? So that's my main thing. It was about the situations that LeBron was in, to where like, okay, I want to pass the ball, but I gotta score because ain't nobody else doing shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all. That's how I'm looking at why the 40K. It ain't just 40K and longevity. It's about his mindset.
No, facts. That's facts. Because like you said, he had to be the main scorer and he had to be the best facilitator. Mute yourself, Jay, please. He had to be the main scorer and the main facilitator for those Cavs team, while, like he said, adjusting as a teenager to becoming a professional player. And we heard him last night state how when he came into the league, a lot of people wanted him to fail. He talked about the commercial that they did for his high school debut game that they put on ESPN, and how they were talking about him like he was Larry Bird, or they were just putting so much expectations on LeBron at a young age. And through all of this, he persevered, and now he's at 40,000 points later. And like Jay said, he wasn't even trying to be a scorer. He was just doing what was necessary at that time. So Twin Man, I know you got a lot to say, but we all gonna have a quick say. So what you got for us, Twin Man?
Let's just think about this for a second. Like, 40,000 points is so impressive they can't even talk about it. Everything else needs to be talked about. Like you talk about LeBron James, first thing they want to do is they want to make it seem like he had all the help in the world. They'll make Mo Williams, Kyrie Irving and Ilgauskas Shaq. Then they'll make it seem like he had the best of everything, even though every team he left, they went from the best to the worst in the conference every single time. The level of consistency that he has had in his career is unprecedented. No player in NBA history is more valuable than LeBron James on a squad. No player in NBA history has had more impact on a team than LeBron James has had on any teams he has on any team he's been on, and that's proven because he's won everywhere he's been.
Factual.
For him to get 40,000 points, no player's going to break this probably in my lifetime. I'll be dead and buried. But and you got to remember, he's still playing. For all we know, this could reach 50,000. Never know.
Yeah, yeah. And now that you say that, go ahead, finish it up.
At the end of the day, no player in my lifetime will probably come close to this record. He's hands down the GOAT. The debate's over. It's over.
Facts. Facts. Matter of fact, we do have a poll in the chat line for those who are in the chat right now. Go ahead and select who else can reach 40,000 or will reach 40,000. As of right now, with up to 90 votes, we have Luka Doncic is 24%, but nobody has Joker or Wemby, and they say someone else at 62%. I don't know if that person's still in the league or not. But again, I don't see nobody reaching 40,000. So let's keep it moving to the next panelist. Boycott, you got anything? Any last words you want to say? Anything at all?
Yeah, I just want to talk about why he reached 40,000 and not just how.
Okay.
The reason why he reached 40,000 is because of the hate, right? Controversy for great players is motivation. I don't know if everybody here remembers when Kobe was going through his Denver case, how he played. He was like setting records of 40-point games and all that stuff. He was motivated, and all this ESPN and the hate and the Jordan fans. Not Jay. You are a beacon for what MJ fans could be. But a lot of MJ fans motivated LeBron to get where he is. They hated on his son. They had to turn the comments off on his daughter's YouTube channel. All she was doing was trying to bake and make cookies. They had to shut the comments down off of that. And really, what you motivated him to have longevity. He broke the stereotype, not the stereotype, but what usually happens, because usually there's a prototype player, and then prototype players come, and I argue Grant Hill was the second prototype after Jordan, and then Kobe. And usually these players come in and they outplay the previous prototype. Giannis came in, KD came in, LeBron still outplayed them. And now you have Wemby in, and I doubt he's gonna outplay Wemby for years to come because the man is like 40. But you made LeBron get 40,000 points per game. I want all the Michael Jordan fans in the comments to understand this. This is you. We thank you for what you did. We thank Skip Bayless for what he did. We thank all of y'all. Y'all brought him to this point. Y'all brought him to 40,000. This is why it will never be broken, because you will never hate a player like you hated LeBron in his career. So his record, whatever it is at the end, will never be surpassed. And this is your fault. This is your achievement, Jordan fans. We thank you so much, man.
Anytime, Boycott.
Thank you so much, Boycott. Appreciate you. Y'all know how to follow Boycott. You know what he does best here. Appreciate you for all your support, man. All right, Brandon. Any last words for anybody here? Again, y'all make sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button.
That graph is amazing.
Yeah, y'all can keep crying. Y'all can keep crying. And again, we are. Whose mic is? Oh, that's Brandon. We're actually gonna send this shirt out to a certain tier membership. So y'all make sure to holler at us in Goat James Kingdom, because we about to make some tees, customized shirts for y'all. This is coming for y'all right here. Everybody's about to get one of these who's a Goat James Kingdom member, because Jordan fans are crying in the comments in Facebook. They're crying in the comments on YouTube. That's what they do best, because they can't come up here and prove anything about Michael Jordan. So
Johnny, I'm sorry. I've never bought merch in my life from a YouTube content creator. You make this shirt, day one, I'm buying this.
No. Again, we're not selling shirts. We are giving our shirts to our members. If you want to become a Goat James Kingdom member, join the panel. There's 3 different tiers, and we have hats and we have shirts. We're going to give y'all custom shirts. We're not selling merch. We're not doing that. We have different things that we want for our members, because again, we're trying to grow a platform here to show how great LeBron is. And again, this shirt will be available for you if you want it. Trust me, it will be available. But let's let Brandon come in. Brandon, you got any last words, brother?
Yeah, I'm gonna just say this, man. don't be that fan, bro, that lets the media push you into missing out on greatness. I remember I used to hate on Kobe so fucking much, and I forgot that Kobe was the nigga. He was the reason I worked on my contested shooting. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be that person. I remember when Kobe passed away, rest his soul, I was literally in a comment section arguing against him when the comments of Kobe just passed away, like, started rolling in. So it's like, bro, don't wait until LeBron gone. Don't wait until Jordan gone. Don't wait until, our greats are gone to appreciate this shit. Y'all gonna spend so much time hating that you're gonna forget to actually enjoy this shit. Because this shit doesn't happen every day. Kobe doesn't happen every day. Jordan doesn't happen every day. Neither does LeBron. And I guess to the poll, if anyone passes it, I would maybe. I don't think it will, but if it does, I'm a Mavs fan, so I'm gonna go with Luka. But other than that, man, like, the GOAT James. Oh, I'm gonna say this. And all of our GOATs will be passed one day. Jordan had to get passed, or Kareem had to get passed, Jordan had to get passed, and LeBron will get passed one day. But if you sit here with the mindset of, oh, no matter what, that person can have 20 rings and never lose a finals and they're not better than Jordan, you've already X'd yourself out of an honest conversation. And that's all I got to say.
Yes, indeed. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. Thank you, Reed Brandon. Y'all can check out Reed Brandon. He's hey, Reed Brandon, aren't you a debater on FYF's sports debate as well?
No, I got my first debate coming up on the 23rd. Who's the most dominant big man, Shaq or Jokic? I'm arguing for Jokic. And me and T Perfect, we trying to put something together, but we'll work that out.
All right, that's what's up. What's up? Y'all definitely can give a holler at the GOAT James Kingdom. We appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. All right, so we got Benjamin coming up. Benjamin, any last words, man, about this 40,000, man?
I know
you gave him his props, but about the fans, because they're hurting. The Jordan fans are hurting. You know that.
Yeah, again, all the props in the world to him. Again, that's why I have him top 5. His longevity is unmatched. That's why if you do have Jordan over him like me, you're not arguing longevity, because if you're arguing longevity, there's no winning argument. You're arguing quality, peak, stuff like that, which I think there's other players you can make an argument for, but you just have to know what you're arguing.
Okay, and what was your top 5 again? So I can be clear, so I can remember this. What is your top 5 greatest players?
Honestly, it kind of does switch sometimes, but right now, it's MJ, Kareem, LeBron, Shaq, Kobe.
Okay. Did LeBron move up? No.
He's been 2 since probably like 2018, maybe 20.
Okay. I'm leaving alone. All right, Ishmael, let's land it here so we can get up out of here. It's been a great Sunday afternoon. Thank you guys for joining us again. This is the GOAT James Kingdom platform. This is the GOAT James Kingdom show with B. Lee and A. Johnny. We go live every Sunday noon Eastern time to talk about the greatest players and obviously the GOAT of basketball, LeBron James. We got a panel full of guys here. We're talking 40,000. Go ahead, Ishmael. I know you're a little busy, so go ahead and get your last words in, brother.
I just want to say that it's just so weird to me that all the things that they try to do to diminish LeBron James, I've never seen anything like this. Maybe it's just how social media has been. And so, it's just weird. Like every stat, and no matter what stat he has, they try to diminish it and make it seem like it's nothing. Even when people say like a bum could pass a scoring record if they play 30 years or something like that. It's really hilarious to me, I think people fail to realize that even if Michael Jordan decided to play longer, he wouldn't have that luxurious 30 points per game career average. That eventually it would, start to decrease if he played more over time, as his numbers are dropping too.
So, he almost didn't have it.
Yeah, right.
Did you forget about that last game? He needed like 20 points to keep the 30-point per game average.
He was stat padding according to.
So he's stat padding, exactly. Right. That was
right. So it's like, and then it's like when they say a longevity stat pad, it's like it's crazy. I never heard any of these terms in basketball ever in my life. Like it don't matter if you score 50 points in layups. Like I've never heard of someone say stat pad. It's like, no, the object of the game is the defense to stop the scoring. not you stop it. It don't matter if you play all the minutes and score 50 points, and it's what they call it, bucket hanging or cherry picking or something like that. You still scored at the end of the day, and it's not your job to stop you from scoring. So they just and they say stuff LeBron, that Michael Jordan has done as well. And it's just crazy.
Hey, you
I
know
just
what?
say,
I'm going to go ahead. Finish up. I'm sorry.
I would just say that to finish up 40,000 points LeBron doesn't have to have the same resume or criteria as Jordan has to be the greatest of all time. I think that's where people fail.
Thank you.
At. You don't have to have that. It's the greatness of what you've done in your life that gives you the value of the greatest of all time, not to copy resume to resume. And so that's where people fail at that. And it's kind of like obvious to me. And I think this channel has, given more leeway into proving why that's the case. So that's what I would say on that.
I appreciate that. Just to bring up, you mentioned cherry picking. I won a championship on my boys and girls club team as a teenager because we had one dude that used to cherry pick throughout the game, and we used to get free baskets.
Yeah,
we used to get free baskets back in the days.
I used to do that too. Yeah, I used to do that too.
Trying to be polite.
Yeah. All right, King John, you disappeared for a little bit. You got any last words? And we about to get up out of here, man. You guys have been.
I just want to get Ashmael. You be cooking in the chat, so I want to let you know you be in the chat cooking. So I want to give your flowers because you do be cooking in the chat. So that's all I gotta say.
So they're really not safe in the comments then.
No, they're not safe.
Could I say one thing? Go ahead.
Go ahead, Benjamin.
Let me try to get y'all from my perspective, someone who doesn't have LeBron as a GOAT. So when he scores 40,000 points, the way I see that is it doesn't take it away. I'm not these guys who say, oh, he did this many seasons. It doesn't take it away. But when I hear it, I'm hearing he played longer. Whereas the reason why I have MJ so high or other players is because I say they were better. That's the way I interpret 40,000 points. So just to get you where I'm coming from.
No, we get what you're
better in what? Better in what? I don't understand what you're supposed to mean. Better.
So scoring specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
So scoring, like just shooting the ball, because there's more than you could be a
it's more than points per game. Yeah.
LeBron generates more points per game than Michael Jordan. So if you're just talking about offense,
if you're talking about playmaking, that's different. I'm talking about scoring, which I actually think MJ's a slightly better scorer at his peak.
If you're talking about offense, that's LeBron James. LeBron James generates more points on the court than field goal attempts. He actually do more things on the court on offense.
What do you mean generate more points than field goal attempts?
Points and
generate more points.
That's everyone. That's Michael Jordan too. He generates more points than field goal attempts.
He doesn't generate more points than LeBron James.
In the regular season, no.
In the regular season and postseason, he doesn't generate more points than
LeBron James. Yes, at his
James.
Peak, he actually does. MJ's 34-7-7 on 59% true shooting.
When you say peak, that's a subjective
peak. I don't know what peak. I don't know what peak means, but
I can give you a time frame. I can give you the exact time frame.
Basketball court, LeBron James generates more points than Michael Jordan. If you go to NBA.com, you will see points are generated from assists. That's there. That's there.
By the way, I don't rank an assist the same as the point in your calculation. But go ahead.
It generates. It's offense. It's all offense. It's all offense.
LeBron offensive rebounding, scoring, gravity. I include all that.
Offensive rebounds does not generate.
That is offense. That gives you an extra possession. That's one of the reasons why.
We're talking about points. We're talking about points.
Made. Does an assist lead to a field goal?
You said offense, and then now you're saying no offensive rebound.
Again, does an assist lead to a field goal made?
Someone's passing to it right before someone scores. Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
that's
not what an assist means.
Points.
An assist means that it led to a score.
I know what an assist is.
Okay, so that means without the pass, the score doesn't happen. That's why it's an assist. So again, when I get an assist or a player gets an assist, isn't a field goal made?
Yeah, someone else made the field goal.
Again, but my pass made him make the field goal. My pass led to that field goal.
Well, in theory, he could still score without you passing. It just depends on what happened before.
But that's not what an assist is. I don't get an assist.
Yeah, I know.
Somebody else
but it's
scored.
still.
Only reason I get an assist is because the pass I made led to that person scoring. If they score on their own, it's no longer an assist. So somebody who scores off of my pass led to that score because of me. So an assist is just as much as scoring a basket because it is a basket.
Benjamin, you just destroyed all quarterbacks in the history of the NFL, by the way.
Can I add to that? I know
You
that
think so?
was the end.
No,
but
we're not gonna go back
All
and
right, all
forth
right, all right.
with
We're
Benjamin.
not gonna go back and forth.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's not gonna go in the face.
Brandon, Brandon had a question and he answered Brandon's question.
I had a question. He would
Okay.
be, LeBron generates more points per game. So you're just talking about shooting the ball. Okay, that's
No,
Jordan's
I'm actually talking about playmaking too. You're doing down the calculus of points plus assists in the regular season. I'm not using that calculus. So that's in your criteria.
Yeah, I'm talking about
He doesn't like that.
offense. I'm talking about offense.
I'm talking about
LeBron
offense as well.
generates more points
I
per
think
game.
LeBron's a better passer. I think MJ's a better scorer.
LeBron's a more efficient scorer. LeBron scores more points.
MJ scores more
over
per
10
game,
points.
has multiple seasons, top 20 per possession all the time. LeBron doesn't have a single one in the top 20.
Jordan shoots more
Jordan
per
on less
game.
shots.
Jordan was
shoots more
plus
per
four,
game.
and LeBron passes more. You can make that same argument for assists.
LeBron's number one in points and number 4 in assists for a reason because
Yeah,
he just
totals.
don't jack the ball up all the time. That's why he's number one.
You realize
And
LeBron has led
scoring,
every team he's been on in field goal attempts, right? If you're going to make the argument he's passed first, it's not it. It just isn't.
No, he didn't. There was times that he didn't lead his team in
There's
attempts.
a time he didn't.
No,
lead.
there were
So-
seasons. Every team he's been on, his first stint in Cleveland, his second stint in
I made
Cleveland,
that point
Miami,
earlier.
and LA. He's led every team he's been on in shot attempts.
So wait. We're talking seasons, not why not? There were seasons he didn't lead his team in attempts.
Yeah, there were seasons Michael Jordan didn't lead the league in attempts. Yeah, I know that.
No,
Talking about
I said
averages.
league. LeBron's never led the league in attempts. Jordan's done that 7 times.
Yeah, I know that, but that's a prop to his scoring
9
prowess.
times. Jordan's done that 9 times.
Yeah, that
Nine
enhances his scoring
He
legacy.
did it 9 times. That's enhancing.
Shooting the ball more don't make you a better scorer.
LeBron being
No,
first in
not
points and
on its
fouls.
own. That's why I don't have Allen Iverson as a better scorer than LeBron.
That's why he averages more because he shoots more per game.
You know he was plus 4.4 efficiency during Chicago years, right?
Who's talking in the background? Ryan, if you
I think that's Ryan.
I was talking to someone.
I got it.
Let's hold on. We had Chad being patient. What up, Chad? Let's let Chad get some words in before we get up out of here. Benjamin, you need to take your 5 minutes and stop coming up here with those nonsense takes.
It's all numbers. It's not opinions. It's all numbers.
You're not going by
Per
numbers.
possession stats, yes. If you don't understand, I can explain them to you.
Who scores
You're
more
not
per
going by
field goal
numbers at all.
attempts? Who scored more points per field goal attempts?
LeBron.
Okay, then let's go to Chad. Chad.
Rudy Gobert scores more per field goal attempt than both of them. That wouldn't make him a better scorer.
No, he doesn't.
Yes.
No, he doesn't.
Yes, he does. Rudy
If you
Gobert has
go
a
by
higher
the mind-
effective field goal percentage. He scores
I'm not
more
talking about
points
effective
per
field goal.
attempt.
I'm talking about a point scored per shot attempt. He does not have more than LeBron.
That's essentially what that is.
That's essentially what it's not.
Okay.
Yes.
You,
All right,
no,
all right,
so,
all right,
so now,
Chad.
so now, wait. So now you want to knock a stat because it's.
I'm not knocking a stat.
No. You're saying that we can't use that stat to show how
I didn't
he's a
say
better
that.
scorer than Jordan because you want to use Rudy Gobert.
No, what I'm saying is
Because
a
we're not-
combination is what makes you
No,
the
no, no, no,
greatest,
no.
not being better in one.
Again, a combination because you can't even give us LeBron's peak. LeBron's peak is like 3 different peaks. There's different
I can
peaks
give
for
you his
LeBron.
peak.
Or if not, his whole peak.
You can disagree, but I can tell you what his peak was.
How many years is a peak first off?
You can separate. You could do 1 year peak, 3 year peaks, 5 year peaks, depends on how you want to.
How many peaks are you using it for Jordan when you mentioned Jordan's 34
And
points per game?
when I'm comparing to LeBron, I would do the same sample size. So like 6 years for Jordan, 6 years for LeBron.
6 years is not a peak. Let's let Chad go. Chad, continue with the conversation. What you got for us today,
You don't know what
Chad?
the peak means. It's cool.
Yeah, it's not peak. Go ahead, continue, Chad. 6 years can't be a
It
peak.
is.
Go ahead, Chad.
That's somebody
Go
else
ahead,
took,
Chad.
bro.
That's a whole NBA season, average NBA season plus. Chad, continue. What you got for us, please?
Man, LeBron, he's the greatest scorer of all time. I mean, 21 straight years of 20 points a game, 20 straight of 25. Played in 3 different eras and still averaged 25 points per game in each era. 40,000 is never going to be caught in our lifetime. I'm not saying it's not ever going to be caught. Because you have rule changes of adding in 4 and 5 point shots, but again, we will not see it in our lifetime.
That's facts.
There's nobody in the
That's-
league that's going to do it.
Nah, they don't think so neither. Again, the chat line poll states we're up to almost 100. We had 99 votes. Basically, 60% of the people, 59% say it will be someone else. It won't be Luka. It won't be Joker. It won't be Wemby. I don't know anybody else who can do it if we're not talking about those three guys. It's definitely not going to be Giannis. It's not going to be KD. It's not going to be Curry. It's not going to be Westbrook. It's not going to be Harden. It's
I
not
don't
going to be
think
Paul George.
Kevin
It's not going
Durant
to be
will catch
nobody.
Jordan.
No, he is. He's going to get
he
4,000
probably
more
will.
points.
Yeah,
He's going to pass Jordan.
4,000. Yeah.
He's going to do that. He's going to play another 3-4 years, but it's not going to be. He's going to get there. He's going to get there.
Yeah,
He's gonna
I
be in the
know
30,000 club.
we talked about Luka, and Luka at 25, like 3,000 less points than LeBron James. So he has to play 25,
And,
26 years to even catch LeBron or get 40,000 points. He has to play a while.
and Luke already said he's not playing 20 NBA seasons. Nowhere
Yeah.
near it. So he's not
I
going to
mean,
do it. Again, you have to play at least 20 NBA seasons. You have to
at
do
a
it.
high pace, not like a
Yeah.
Vince Carter pace.
Mm-hmm.
Like they
And
got to pay at a
you're
high
gonna have
pace.
to average. You're gonna have to average at least 27 points a game.
Yeah, you
And
will.
like I said, the motivation is what's really keeping him going. I think that Will Chamberlain thing, I have to look into it, but it's a similar thing. If you just stop scoring and slow down the shooting, I think it might have been a motivational thing that really slowed him down. I think age played part of it, but besides attrition,
Will's the only one that could have got 40,000 points, to be honest
Yeah,
with you.
yeah. Wilt wanted to win. Yeah, Wilt wanted to win. He knew how Bill Russell played, and he tried to
And
do
Will
what Bill
probably
Russell
thought
did.
that his record at the time wouldn't be broken either.
Exactly.
I'm pretty sure he did. Yeah, he scored
Yeah,
enough.
but mind you, because the record was 22,000 when he broke it, and he ended with 31,000. No one really thought anyone was going to reach 30,000 as well. That's why 30,000 was such an important number. Again, only 7 guys have done it in the league's history. So it's
And Jordan had to
definitely
come
hard
back
to
and
do.
do it. Yeah, Jordan had to come back and do it. He had a.
Yeah.
I mean, he was like 40 trying to get 30,000 points. 40 years old. I mean, LeBron's not even 40. He got 40,000. So.
Oh my God.
Wilt's problem was
Brandon,
that he shot too much and it hurt his team. That was his problem.
Well, but we can say that for Jordan as well. Again,
sounds familiar.
They were all dominant players in their era. Again, Jordan was a dominant scorer. We're not taking. Yes, it is actually the same.
You can go look at the offensive ceilings, all-time offensive rating relative to the league average. You won't see any of Wilt's
50
team
points
there.
per game. What ceiling is higher than that?
In an era with 130 possessions per game where he played 48 minutes. I'm sorry, guys.
Jordan
This
still
isn't
played
it.
38
As a
minutes.
shot. A
Isn't it?
shot still
He
counts
played
as a
48
shot.
minutes.
You're not Benjamin. I could knock the 80s for the same thing. It was a high pace.
Right.
It was over 100 possessions per game. Jordan was taking 28 shots per game. No one was shooting at. Jordan actually was shooting at the rate of the players who played at 120 possessions, and Jordan wasn't even playing that. So that again, you cannot use those numbers. Your boy was stat padding just like Wilt was stat padding. Wilt was taking 30 shots per game because he can. Jordan was taking 28, 25 because he can.
I mean,
That's
the
it.
pace doesn't help Jordan because Jordan shot the ball just as much. I
The
don't understand what
pace
this
actually
thing.
helps Jordan
That's
quite a
why
bit,
I
actually.
say a
It's
shot
not,
is
the
a
scoring
shot
isn't close
regardless of
between
how
them.
many possessions. A shot is a shot.
Jordan's not playing
Regardless.
48 minutes in the 60s. He's not driving to the hole and getting his shots in the 60s in the same way. So he's not going to do what Wilt Chamberlain did in Wilt Chamberlain's era. Jordan's era did not go for 120 pace because they were not that good at basketball. They couldn't move the ball that much. That's why Jordan played in the pace
The
very slow.
efficiency was worse in the 60s. I don't know why you're actually making that argument. The efficiency was terrible
Again,
in the
and
60s.
Jordan's efficiency would be bad too because he would be relegated to shooting a lot of jumpers, which he wasn't that good at. That's
You
definitely
mean one of the
80s.
greatest mid-range shooters of all time?
There is
Like,
no
what do you
evidence
mean?
to prove that. There is no evidence to prove Michael Jordan was one of the greatest
45% on
mid-range.
14 attempts a game in his last 4 seasons. There's been
That's nowhere
in-depth,
near,
detailed breakdowns.
near the greatest ever. There's players who have way better than that, like Dirk Nowitzki, like Ray Allen, like
Dirk
Kevin
Nowitzki's
Durant.
at 47% on almost half the
better
volume.
than
That's not a good
45.
argument.
Better
No,
than
'cause you're
Jordan.
not
Slightly
counting
better
Jordan's-
efficiency, way
Again,
less
you're
volume.
only
That's not a good
counting
argument.
4 years.
He's
You're
had the
counting
best
4
ball time,
years.
He's
How
had
can you
best
say?
ball
Oh
time.
wait, no, Brandon. He wants to knock the volume, but he's using Jordan's 4
I'm
years.
not knocking the volume.
Yeah, because you can't use Jordan's 4 years and say
The
Jordan was great for 4
tracking
years.
started in 1996 to 1997.
Exactly. Jordan didn't shoot 45 for his career. You're only doing it for 4 seasons.
And this is why it helps the argument. In his least efficient seasons, he's still one of the all-time mid-range shooters.
He was least
This is not
efficient
going
in
your
the
argument.
80s. He was least efficient throughout the 80s. Throughout the 80s, he was shooting 18% from three-point land, less than 20% from three-point land. He was not
3
shooting
points.
better.
That's not
He was-
mid-range shooting. That's
Jordan was
completely
not
different.
Jordan was not shooting better than 45% prior to 1996.
You
Jordan
just said you
didn't
don't have the
take
stats, and now you're just saying that. We don't even have
No,
the
I'm
stats.
saying he did it. I'm saying he did it because he didn't have a
Man.
jumper.
Prove that he
They
did.
used to let
Prove
Jordan
that he
shoot.
didn't.
He didn't do it. He was shooting 18%, 13% from three-point land. What makes you think
That's
he's gonna
threes.
shoot
That's not mid-range shooting. Completely different.
That's only
But he
4 or
wasn't
5
taking that
feet
many
forward.
mid-range shots before his first retirement either.
He's
No,
not.
Earl-
Listen, Jordan shot
no.
47% in 1987 when he scored 37 points per game. Jordan is not shooting
Yeah.
over 50. He's not shooting over 45% from mid-range, shooting 47% from the field, when majority of Jordan's shots are at the rim. That's why he's known as
86.
airness. He was not known for shooting jumpers. He was known for dunking and flying in the air. Jordan was not taking jump shots throughout the 80s.
That's young
he had a
MJ,
horrible-
85,
That's
86,
the 80s
87.
we're talking
He-
about. 89,
he developed
88,
his mid-range game in the
90.
late
He
80s. He
developed-
mastered in the early
He developed
90s.
his mid-range game late in his career because he couldn't get to the rim.
No, not late in his career, in the late 80s. You have the timelines confused.
No,
He-
he didn't
he
have a
literally
mid-range
became
in the
more
80s.
efficient.
He didn't have a mid-range in the 80s. He
You
did not
just,
have
you
a
just making up
mid-range.
stuff now, Benjamin.
just
I'm not making up stuff.
That's what
We
I'm
literally
saying.
have advanced. We literally have playoff
There is
tracking
no
on this.
metrics to show you what
Show
Jordan
it.
shot.
Yes,
we
no
got
way.
the,
We
we
actually
got the
have-
footage. Matter of fact, Jordan didn't have a left hand. He couldn't even go left.
So that's not even a stat. It's just like an opinion.
He couldn't
Your
go left.
feelings right now.
No,
You
he
asked
couldn't
for-
go
you're
left.
giving
I saw the
opinions.
It's not
film.
a stat.
He
You're
can't
giving
go
opinions.
left.
You're
You're
giving
giving
opinions.
opinions.
That's not a stat.
You're
His
giving
45 doesn't
And-
make him the
and-
greatest of
oh.
all time. That's the facts. His
Oh.
45% does not make him the greatest mid-range
And-
shooter or one of the greatest mid-range shooters of all time. He's nowhere near it. There's players who shoot
There's-
way better
again, you-
than 45%.
Again, just to piggyback off, and I'm glad you brought up Dirk because that fits right into my argument. Jordan was such an elite mid-range shooter that in his last season, 02-03, he led the league in mid-range attempts and was tied with Dirk Nowitzki. That's how elite of a mid-range shooter he was.
Again, that was when he took the most mid-range. We keep telling you that. That's why you can't use those numbers. That was the
What do
best
you mean I
Jordan
can't
mid-range.
use those numbers?
Because
not
those
his
numbers were the
career.
best times he was shooting. That's not his career. He
No,
shot
his-
worse than that for
His best mid-range seasons were in the early 90s.
No, it wasn't.
not
You
the
have
late
no
90s.
evidence of that. You have no evidence of that.
I can literally
None.
pull up playoff tracking sample sizes. Again, you're talking about your feelings. I actually have numbers on that.
You said playoff. That's
Hand
not
track.
his career. He played 20 playoff games. He played 15 playoff games, 12 playoff games. That's not a sample size. We're talking about an 82 game season. What was his 82 game season mid-range shooting? That 45% is in the playoffs. That's his regular season numbers.
Exactly.
So
So I'm going off the
go
numbers
to
we
the
have. You're
playoffs.
saying
No.
I don't know
And
his numbers in the
and
80s, so
that's
I'm going to say he was
me.
worse.
Wait, that's like me going off of LeBron James 2013
You
mid-range
don't
numbers
know
and say
his-
that's how good he
his
shoots.
numbers.
Literally worse than
Mid-range
MJ, so I don't know why you're making that argument.
It
Objectively
doesn't matter. He
worse.
shoots better from 3-point. He shoots better outside of 20 feet than Jordan does. He shoots better than 20 within 10 feet than Jordan. Jordan could have his little 45%, which we all don't know if that's what it really is for his career. But that's only
It's
one spot on the
literally
floor.
from the tracking we have.
Everywhere else on the floor, my man shoots better than Jordan does. He shoots better outside of 20
Not 10 to
feet,
16
and he shoots
feet,
better
not 16 feet to three-point line, not the
outside-
free throw.
Yes,
You're just
yes.
wrong.
From 20 feet out, LeBron shoots better. From 20
Based
feet, I've done the
on-
numbers. Based on the numbers that you're using.
You just said we
Outside
don't
of
even have
20 feet
tracking.
out. No,
Where'd you
we're
get that
using the
stat
same
from?
numbers we're using. From 20 feet out, the same numbers you're using for Jordan's mid-range, you can use for 20 feet. From 20
You're saying
feet
that
out.
you're saying 96 to 2003?
I'm telling you, from 20 feet out, with the record that they have of Michael Jordan, LeBron James shoots better.
Okay.
So that means only between 10 to 16 feet.
10 to
or
20
10
feet.
No, I'm saying 10 to 20 feet that you
10
can
to
say Jordan
16,
shoots better.
16 to 22 free throw line.
No, from the rim to 10 feet is LeBron. From 20 feet out is LeBron. So between 10 to 20 is where Jordan shoots better at, which is like the free throw line.
Yeah,
That's
far
it.
superior mid-range shooter. Yes, we know that. That's not debatable.
And LeBron's a far superior shooter from 3-point. He's a far superior
He's not a
shooter
far superior shooter from three, shooting
Yes,
below
he
league
is.
average. He's just not.
He's better at the
You
rim,
just
far superior
compare
at the rim than
below
Jordan.
league average.
He's below league average.
Instead of comparing Michael
Jordan is
Jordan
below
to
league
LeBron
average from
James.
3-point. And
Yeah,
Jordan
he's
was definitely
plus
below
two.
league
That's not
average in
far
mid-range.
superior.
Michael
Yes,
Jordan's
yes,
an awful
at the
three-point
rim,
shooter.
Jordan is
LeBron
below
James
the
is
rim.
a much better
No,
three-point shooter
listen.
than Jordan.
Right.
Listen,
LeBron
at
got
the
multiple
rim,
game winners
at
from
the
three.
rim.
Jordan don't have points. Like,
That's
stop.
okay. Now that's just not even true right there. Jordan doesn't have a game winner from the
Listen. Jordan shoots below average at the rim. LeBron doesn't. He shoots well over like
go look at the
14%. You go look up the numbers. Jordan shoots like 60% at the rim for his career. That's less than 62, which is career average.
That's
for the
not for his
NBA.
career. We don't have his career numbers at the rim.
You were using 45% for mid-range. You know what? Let's go, Brandon, because unless you want to continue this, because Because I'm
Let's
done
do
with
it
these
because
guys.
you can get loud if you want to. The numbers aren't going to help you. You can get
Why
loud.
were you using 45% then?
I
Please
just
get
want
him off, man.
nobody got time for him. Yeah, nobody got time for him.
Yeah. Why
No
are you
back
gonna
and
use
forth.
45%?
He keeps
And then when it
changing the
doesn't fit for
narrative as he was
when it doesn't
talking.
fit for
He
Jordan,
just
exactly, when it doesn't fit for
he
Jordan,
just
it
keep
can't
changing
count.
it up, changing it up, changing
Yeah,
it
he
up.
kept changing the
Discount,
Willie,
narrative.
Willie, the
discount.
country
It's almost
boy
like
is
the Gary
here,
White
Willie.
song.
The country boy is here, Willie. Show up. I was ready to get up off of here, and then Benjamin came with his nonsense. So we're gonna
That's
get up out of
exactly
here.
why. That's exactly why LeBron is the greatest scorer of all time. He's changed his games in 3 different eras to still average 25 points a game.
Facts.
And he
Facts.
can score with either hand, left or right. Jordan
And
ain't have no
couldn't go
left.
left. Jordan couldn't go left. We done with the 80s. Jordan was winning
That was
scoring
a part
titles.
of his scouting report, and he says
Jordan
no
was
clue.
winning
Straight
scoring
garbage.
titles. Yeah, Jordan was winning scoring titles, MVPs, and Defensive Player of the Year in a 23 league team, where players couldn't even go left.
He's done
Players
with the 90s.
literally dribbling up the left side of the floor with their right hand, refusing to go left. Refusing. So again, y'all, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't be afraid to become a member of the channel because we got perks for y'all. We don't sell merch. We actually gonna give our merch out to our people. We actually have other stuff. We're gonna come up with different things for you guys, like posters and different prizes. Like I said, we got hats, shirts are ready to go for y'all. So again, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. We're gonna get up out of here. Brandon, you got any last words for these guys, man?
No, I don't really got much. Just I know Benjamin's talking about scoring. I don't know what that dude
They
was
can
talking
never
about,
prove
but
Jordan scoring.
yeah,
Ernest,
they go
yeah,
back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Just
ain't got
like
no
we
time
stick
for
to the
that.
same thing. Stick to the
Yeah,
same thing, and he
ain't
just
getting nowhere.
cannot stay on page.
Yeah, no, he wants to use stats when it fits Jordan, but I can't just say LeBron's a better shooter because LeBron can shoot outside of 20 feet better. He don't like that. So we're going to get up out of here. Y'all have a good evening. Ernest, you kind of showed up late, bro. You didn't get a chance to talk, but thanks for joining us. Y'all can catch Ernest on Facebook. Ernest be in the comments cooking people left and right. Go ahead.
I just wanted to say, like, I just wish Jordan fans just let Jordan's career be what it was. Stop trying to add to it. Stop trying to exaggerate it. He last played in 2003. Let it die out, because the more they talk and try to compare, the more we research Jordan's career, and the more we see how overhyped he was. Just let Jordan's career be what it was and leave it alone. LeBron is the GOAT. That's that on that.
Yes, indeed. That's in fact. Ladies and gentlemen, we are the GOAT James Kingdom platform. See y'all next Sunday. This is GOAT James Kingdom. Peace and blessings, y'all.
Peace.
40K, baby. 40K.
40K.
40K.